Aloha, shifters, dreamers, multidimensional friends within this holographic matrix. Welcome back once again. Thank you so much for being here. This is Brendon, aka Skull Babylon, aka Mystic Spider-Man, welcoming you to another very exciting live inspirational broadcast here through Paradigm Shift Central, a real-world interactive game to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, for those of you in America, a special happy Thanksgiving. This is honestly purely just coincidental, the fact that this landed on Thanksgiving, but I think this is going to be a very appropriate one for us to be able to chill out, connect, and inspire as a community for a very special Paradigm Shift Central team open mic night. Yeah, send some love. Let's get those fingers snapping, boys and girls. Get ready for it, because we're going to have some pretty inspirational conscious poetry throughout the evening from a variety of inspirational community members. And of course, if you're tuned into this live early on, I'm going to post the link for you guys to be able to join the broadcast, to join the Google Hangout. If you would like to be able to be on air, to be able to share your poetry. So right now we do have a couple shifters. We have myself, we have Josh, and we have Amanda live on air. So I'm actually just going to bring up their microphones real quick. So Josh and Amanda, make some noise with me. Send some love out there to all the other shifters. So go ahead, guys. Say hello. Go, woo, 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 we love you guys. Woo! Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. And again, thank you to everyone in the live chat for being here as well. Let's make sure, just again, feel free to drop some more 1111s if you're tuned in, if you guys are hyped up, and if you guys are ready for another co-created broadcast that we are doing here tonight. And yeah, we'll get into the open mic night of it in a very short second. I'm just going to give the basic introduction for those of you who may be entirely new to the project. And of course, reminding and inviting you guys to be able to share this broadcast with your friends. For those of you who are tuned in, again, either live or in the future, this is an awesome opportunity for you to be able to like send something to your friends and be like, hey, you know how you've always been looking for conscious community to be able to connect with? Well, here's this awesome weekly broadcast that they do through this awesome Paradigm Shift Central community, and you're welcome to hang out and get involved, and it's totally open, and it's an amazing supportive community. And yeah, so please feel free to let your friends know. Even if you're on Instagram, feel free to record your screen while watching this and then tag my Instagram, Mystic Spider-Man, in your stories or in like a post, and then link people back that way. So as a team, we work together to be able to help promote the broadcast. So again, I'm looking forward to being able to do tonight's open mic. So what we'll be able to expect, this is going to be an opportunity for us individually to practice stepping on stage, like symbolically, metaphorically, and literally, to be able to share our poetry, conscious themed, spiritual themed, or otherwise, to be able to share some music, to be able to theoretically share some comedy. I don't want to say that. I don't know how much comedy, I don't know how much intentional comedy there will be tonight. So there will be some laughs and there will be plenty of smiles. And of course, even some short stories. So we're kind of experimenting, this is a bit of a playground. We've done this open mic format once before, and it was really great. It was really fun. And again, kind of the way how we do this as an introduction for this project, for those of you who may be new, we are building a global team of shifters, people who are intentionally helping assist with the shift in consciousness. And part of the way how we do that is by interacting as a community online through weekly broadcasts. So we have our team building roundtables every Thursday, and then our global meditations every Sunday. And again, the times for those are 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all through youtube.com/skullbabylon. And just as a quick idea, so you get familiar, the reason why we have an open mic night tonight, like this happens every now and then when there's 5 weeks in a single month, because otherwise the way how the schedule works is that the first 2 weeks of every month are the regular team roundtables, and then we have like kind of a topic that we figure out within the couple days leading up to it. Then after that we have dream class is the third week of each month, and then the last week of each month is destiny school. So in this case there's one more week after this, which means we have this bonus week that pops up in between, and that's where we fit in the open mics every now and then when it happens that way on the calendar. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. I just want to be able to obviously just a huge thank you to everyone. There's not too much updates that I really need to get into, other than just inviting you guys to be able to join the team Discord chat for those of you who are looking to connect between the broadcasts. That's a lot of life happening within Discord chat. Discord, again, it's like an app that is primarily used for like video game communities, but we create it and use it for our community, which again, within the context of what we're doing, this is the game. This is the game right now that we're playing, leveling ourselves up, connecting community, creating conscious media, and of course, within the bigger context of the project, allowing this inspiration to be something that we embody within our day-to-day lives so that we can continue to have those conversations where we are. So we can do things like free hugs, so that we can even create the physical paradigm shift community meetups where we are, which are again about open-minded discussion, meditation circles, and even sharing poetry and open mic. So a huge shout out and thank you to people who have already checked out and synced up with the team Patreon. Of course, these broadcasts are made possible thanks to the support on the Patreon, and allow me to just show you how awesome the Light Guardian crystals are with matching purple and blue. Choo choo coming at you. Choo 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 choo. Honestly, these things are so much fun. They're still like an ongoing mystery in themselves that is unfolding before my very eyes, as well as our eyes within the community. And of course, I'm mentioning those because for those of you who haven't already checked out the team Patreon, you can get these as part of your Shifted Booster Kit when you add your monthly micro support to the Patreon with an asking donation of $3 to $10. And we've had some recent signups here. I want to be able to Varun, I know you signed up recently, and yeah, there's been several. Catherine was another sign up that we had recently, and so many other people who have been signing up. And again, that's because you guys are putting that vote out for the universe, and it takes a team to be able to say like, yeah, we want to be able to reciprocate the energy that's going into the value that we are creating here to be able to create this digital sacred space. So be sure to check out patreon.com/Brendon Culliton. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see this little icon up in the top right, like I'm kind of like pointing to it right now. You'll see that. Feel free to click that, open it up in a new window, and you'll be able to check out the Patreon. And setting the intention, let's get some new Patreon signups before the end of this broadcast. We'll do a refresh later on as well. And yeah, again, huge thank you to everyone. That's awesome. So moving into the actual open mic night. So the context of what we're doing here, I always remind you guys that this is really about creating a space to practice sharing our voice, to practice sharing our heart. And so poetry is like one of the things that I'm really passionate about. And honestly, like there's a lot of poems that I got of my own here that will sprinkle in and everything like that. And believe me, if it had to happen, I would sit here all night and just read you guys my own poetry. But fortunately, we do have other people here, as well as another thing to look forward to are the poems that have actually been submitted through my Instagram post. I put up a post earlier today that was basically inviting people to be able to share their poems to my Instagram. So for those of you who have already done that and perhaps are listening in the future, thank you. And we'll read as perhaps even all of those on air tonight. So there's literally like, I don't even know how many comments there are. I think there's like at least like 20 different poems that we have shared through the Instagram. So I'm going to go make sure that we share some of those as we move through this broadcast. So again, at this point, inviting you guys to be able to join on air. Of course, you're in the YouTube Hangout chat, and I appreciate you guys being there. But again, I just want to give it shout outs to those of you in the live chat, like all the names and everything. But I know Samina, I can see you said that you posted yours on Facebook. I don't have my Facebook open right now, and I can't really bring it up right now. The Instagram ones are kind of the ones I was going for. So Samina, even if you are able to join the broadcast, please feel free to do that if you feel called to do that, because otherwise I won't be able to pull up your post on Facebook. Actually, I may be able to. I just have to kind of like multitask off my tablet, which is a pain in the butt sometimes, but we can make it happen. So Samina, one way or another, we'll get your poem on air. But again, totally inviting you to be able to come on air and share it as well. And and there are some people like who kind of they kind of have this natural feeling of just like, ooh, like I'd love to be able to share my poem, but I'm kind of shy, I'm kind of nervous, I'm kind of unfamiliar with the process of saying something live on a broadcast. Again, just remind you guys, we create these broadcasts so that we can practice sharing things on a broadcast. That's essentially why we are here, right? So if you have never done that before, this is another opportunity for you to be able to do that in a safe, comfortable, and supportive supportive community space. So those of you, it's Samina just responding to you. My Instagram is Mystic Spider-Man. So yeah, if you want to even post it into my post on Mystic Spider-Man, you'll see it's like the third post up right now. Please feel free to do that, and I'll refresh that and be able to read some of those there as well. So I'll start things off with one of my poems, and it's one of the ones that a lot of you have already heard. I've made posts of it. Like, I actually wrote this back in 2011. And it's one of my favorite poems, and I'm more than happy to be able to share it with you. There's a few poems that I'm going to read tonight that some of you have probably heard before, but there are some poems here that have not been published before. There's even like one in particular that's like a story poem that I'm really excited to be able to share with you. It's about a wolf that meets a UFO. It's kind of, oh god, spoilers. So stay tuned for that one, because I'll be excited to be able to share that one with you. But yeah, the first poem that I'm going to read as I scroll up through my text document of, like, god, I don't even know how many poems, is the poem that I have, which is called Wake Up. So I'm going to read that one on air for you. So again, after that, we'll pass it off to Josh, and he's got some stuff that he is going to be able to share. But again, guys, at this point, you are invited to help co-create this broadcast. So yes, if no one else shows up, it will just be me reading a bunch of poems. But again, if you want to be able to come up to the mic, please feel free to do that. I am inviting you to do that. I am asking you to do that. And that is an awesome opportunity that's going to be able to help all of us continue to grow and share and inspire. So it's a really beautiful thing. So I'll post a link for the Google Hangout one more time into the YouTube chat to be able to give you guys a chance to tune in. And I'll probably share it a little bit later on. And if you need like help with the individual Google Hangout, if it's causing you an issue, send me your email in the live chat. Just post your email, and then I'll send you the manual invite. Sometimes Google Hangout's kind of weird and stuff like that, so we'll be able to do that. And let me just keep an eye on the so on the Google Hangouts, I'm just posting a link into the Discord chat, so making sure that everyone's synced up there. Cool. Okay, guys. So again, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the number. I know on screen right now it says that we have 0 people tuned in. That's just like, sometimes that tool works on screen, sometimes it doesn't. We actually have about 20 people tuned in right now, and a few people on YouTube, on Facebook as well. So for those of you on Facebook, please feel free to jump over to YouTube as well. So thank you everyone for being here. Let's imagine we're kind of like in like this like loungy area. We're like nice and comfortable. We're here to relax. We're here to have fun. And again, in theme with kind of the energies at the time, it's worthwhile noting that we are basically in a full moon right now. So this is pretty much a full moon broadcast. We are literally at like 99% full moon right now. So let's use this full moon to really connect, to really like be here for each other as a community, and to share our voice, to practice inspiring, and to practice kind of being conduits for what consciousness is here to express, to continue to wake itself up. So awesome. Thank you, Samina. I see your comment there. So I'll include your poem live on air. So like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of poems that like I'll be reading on air. But so again, I appreciate everybody's contributions, but I would love to be able to have more people on air. And again, especially music. Last time we had like music, we had people playing music and stuff like that. I'm not huge on the music. It's still something I'm getting better at. But if there's like anybody who literally just wants to play a song, it doesn't have to be like a spiritual song or anything like that. Please feel free to join. So, okay, sweet. Let's move into this. So I am walking up to the stage right now. All right, let me just get a drink of water here. Oh my god, this wire's orange juice. Why didn't anybody tell me? Hold on, let me just double check. I just need to make sure my mom's okay. So, Mom, you okay? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. Just checking. Okay, just checking. Okay. Context for those of you who are just like, what? I talked about this last broadcast, and I'm not trying to like single her out or anything, but I'm just helping my mom out right now because she's recovering from a broken leg. So I like heard her, and she was like, you hear a clunk, and I'm just like in this hyper vigilant mode where it's just like, oh, gotta go check. So perfect. All right. And yes, this live stream is recorded on YouTube. And just responding to Varun's comment in the live chat as well. And again, huge shout out to everyone: Varun, Samina, Summer, and Aries, and Gemini Artist, and Tam's here. Tam, you should join. Tam, I am like encouraging you to join. If you're not too tired. And I know, see, everyone's like probably in like a turkey coma or a tofurkey coma right now. So again, it's totally optional, guys, but I would love to be able to have you guys on here. So Actualist, thank you so much for being here. And Jaden, who was here earlier, he was sending his love as well. So Jaden's one of our musician friends. So all right, cool. So yes, my mom is okay. Thank you guys for the love. And Arita, thank you so much for being here as well. Cool, guys. All right, so again, there's still time to be able to join, and I'll read. I think I'll probably read 2 poems. Okay, I'm gonna read 2 poems just to get us started off here, and then you guys can join as we go. So I'm gonna like take my time with these just to be able to give you guys more time to be able to join. So, all right, and this broadcast will probably be like no more than maybe like 2.5 hours, just give or take. 'Cause I gotta make sure I'm going to bed early. So. Perfect. All right, let's do this. All right, okay, so I'm already up on stage and everything like that. So cool. All right, round of applause for me. Yay, I'm doing it. We're doing it. Go team. All right. So like I said, thank you again, everyone, for being here, for sending your love, for giving your support. And this first poem that I'm going to share, this is a poem that, like I said, I wrote this in about 2011. This was kind of like perhaps one of the first spiritual poems that I wrote. And yeah, I think it kind of speaks for itself. But this is definitely a poem that interweaves a lot of very, very potent ideas that were present for me at the time. A lot of aha ideas. So allow me to share. And again, some of you have heard this, but let's just pretend it's brand new. So it's timeless. Everything's timeless. We're time travelers. Remember that. Well, that's a poem in itself. Here we go. Wake up, wake up. You've forgotten who you are. You've traveled far from home. You've come from the stars. But the stars aren't just above you. There's the ones in your eyes that echo your golden self, the you who sees through the lies. Because you came here to learn, to see beyond the illusion. A truth about what this is, hyperdimensional transfusion. Each day a new experience to unlock an old memory that this body is a vehicle, an extension, an accessory. And each one of us is light, vibrating to create this form, so that we can act and do our part to be a spark in this storm. Because ripples create waves, so be the change you wish to see. Act from the heart. Love is the key. But don't stop there. There's so much that you can learn about this realm and those beyond it. The key is waiting to be turned. Open your eye to what's around you. It's hidden in plain sight. Sacred geometry and Fibonacci, infinity unfolding light. Manifest your intention with the power of your mind. Meditate your way to freedom, and freedom you will find. This isn't New Age jargon. This is something that is real. It's something that is lived, something that you can feel. But this is just my art, so don't believe it from me. Go journey on your own and share what you see. And as a collective conscious being, together we will grow. You create your own reality, as above, so below. You guys can do like the finger snap thing. I feel like I should like add that in post. I know you guys are doing it, so cool. All right, thanks guys. It's always a pleasure to be able to share that one. Yeah, geez, how much did I put into that? Like dimensions and sacred geometry and intention and stuff like that. Like seriously, just reading that poem, I know some people were just like, wow, that poem is like, speaks to my soul, man. So awesome. And again, you know, like what is art? Art's a very peculiar thing. Like it's in a lot of ways, it's like the soul speaking, right? So for those of you who may be watching this, like, let these poems really be inspiration for you to write your own poems. And even for anybody in the YouTube chat, please feel free to like write some short poems in the YouTube chat, even like 4-liners. I love those short poems. Those are like kind of like roomy style poems. But I guarantee you, anybody can write poetry. It doesn't have to rhyme. It just has to be heartfelt. You know, it has to be like something that like came from you. And that's like really in itself like what makes art. So it's the intention behind it. So cool. All right. Okay. I'm going to read one more and then we're going to pass it off to Josh. And then there's going to be more of you guys on air after that. So, and we'll check in with Amanda as well. I believe Amanda, give me a thumbs up if you have something you want to share as well. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Amanda's got something to share as well. Perfect. All right. So here's one more I'm going to share. Starting off with my big ones really. So, but this one is called The Way of the Wolf. I've written a few wolf poems, no surprises there. This one, again, kind of like wolf is like my totem animal, my spirit animal. Literally like my middle name, Randall, translates to wolf shield. For those of you who are even wondering like where wolf shield comes from, like that's an actual translation, like a Nordic Viking translation of my middle name. I didn't even find that out till way after I had become associated with the wolf, and I just kind of like always resonated with it. And obviously being involved with like leadership and community, the wolf always spoke to me. I always saw it as like this mystical carrier and ambassador for higher conscious ideas. You know, you just see wolves and you're just like, holy crap, you know, they're a mirror. Because sometimes wolves will be seen as something that they'll be like a test, right? Some people will see wolves and they'll be like, oh, that's scary. And yet wolves are often very gentle when they're not like posturing and stuff. And so even throughout stories, we always think of like the big bad wolf and the werewolves, and we think about the wolf as being this bad guy, right? But like, again, that's kind of a mirror test when in actuality, the wolf is there to help us like see the wolf within ourselves, you know, to kind of like see the humanness within ourselves. So of course there's a whole canine connection there as well. Okay, so I'm going to read this one more. Way of the Wolf. The Way of the Wolf. The way of the wolf knows no bounds. Deep within these eyes lies a truth so profound. It will shake the system with the sound of my howl, as I wander and I seek, as I trek, as I prowl. Yet this truth is not mine. It's just something I hold, because it's equally ours, because it's infinitely old. So wander alongside me, take example from my lead, yet be your own essence, and do not cry when I bleed. Because I am here out of service, to share strength among the crowd. I am here to find my own freedom, to be benevolent and proud. I am your friends, I am your fathers, I am your brothers, I am your daughters. What I stand for is much bigger than what will happen here today, because I fight for freedom, for a future to which we will all find our way. Though alone at times, we are always connected. By our mission and our passion, our love is always reflected. So if you hear the call, then let your courage shine bright, like the way of the wolf. Keep carrying the light. Come on, guys, let me hear your wolf howls. For everyone listening to this, even if it's in the future, you got to howl right now. You don't have to do anything. I'm just inviting you. So cool, guys. It's crazy how much like actually all of us can actually howl. It's like this like internal thing that we don't really know we got until we try it. So sweet. All right, guys. So yeah, again, that poem meant a lot to me. That poem really is like a reflection again of like my heart, my passion, the way how I see my service to community in a lot of ways. And again, that's where like poetry is really beautiful, right? When we can communicate our feelings through art. How crazy is that? Like, that's like basically a form of telepathy when you think about it. You know, it's just kind of like, instead of me kind of telling it, like, instead of you having to like figure out what I'm feeling, it's like, here's some art and let this be a bridge for you to understand and feel how I'm feeling. You know, it's really powerful when you think about the power that art and story and context creates for sharing, you know. Cool, awesome. And yeah, feeling that full moon tonight. Sweet. Okay, I'm just checking the chat right now. Looks like things are pretty awesome. Looks like you guys are having fun. Feel free to drop some 1111 guys if you guys are just like, doing it. If you guys are here, if you guys are just sending the love. Anytime you can do like finger snaps or just anytime like you want to send love for people who are broadcasting and talking on the mic, just send some 1111s as well. Then that's reciprocated. So sweet. All right, let's pass the talking stick. Josh, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to step up to the mic. And Josh is ready. Okay, cool. So again, guys, I'm going to post the link to the Google Hangout, inviting you guys to be able to join. Obviously, this broadcast is not just going to be myself, Josh, and Amanda. Someone from the broadcast, from the live chat, is going to join. And yeah, who's it going to be? So, all right, let's have some fun. Josh, I'm going to bring up your microphone, and we will bring you up onto the metaphysical symbolic stage. And yeah. Let me just bring up the microphone real quick. So, Josh, you can hear me okay? I can hear you okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. All right, Josh, when you are ready, you can step up to the microphone and share what you would like to share tonight. So, and thank you again, dude. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I pretty much just wrote this down in the last 20 minutes. And I'm kind of nervous, but I'm gonna power through it and see what you guys think. This is a journey I went on just a few days ago, and it really opened my eyes to what creation is. So here we go. Have you ever truly wondered what creates the spark within? I asked myself that very question, and it got me wondering. With that in mind, I took my hand and reached inside the bag, and what came next will blow your mind. I do not want to brag. I took a walk and went within to find a place of unity. It took me for a trip inside, and I found the source of creativity. It starts with nothing, a place of silence. From there, an urge to create. Creation is everywhere you look, plants, animals, stars, all in different states. If we would like to create the greatest life we want to live, we form relationships with all we have. Make sure it's positive. We can be anything we want. We are amazing beings of light. Create your own divinity and live in your delight. And that's what I got.
Snap, 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 snap. Dude, that was wonderful, man. That was beautiful. That's awesome. And again,
Yeah,
I think that's a prime example of the fact that like you literally just wrote that within the last 20 minutes. So that's awesome, man. How does that feel for you?
Oh, that actually feels really good.
Sweet, dude. Awesome.
I made like a 17-minute YouTube video over it, and it's amazing that I can express it all in one little poem.
Right? Yeah, and that's kind of the power of poetry. You can really like crystallize ideas. So that's very cool. And
I think I'm gonna start more poetry because I don't write it too
awesome, dude.
often, but
Awesome, man. Yeah, and poetry again, like there's a million different ways to write poetry, whether, you're working with rhymes or you're just kind of like doing a free flow type thing. The rhyme thing is kind of fun because it kind of guides itself. You can kind of use a certain template that you're just like, okay, what rhymes with this word? And you can use like rhymezone.com and figure it out as you go. But yeah, it's like once you kind of get the ball moving on a poem, the universe kind of reveals what it is as you're showing up for the process of writing it. So dude, that was thumbs up, man. That was beautiful. So
and I've always been into Dr. Seuss, so that kind of dictates.
yes. Yes. And that very much was like kind of and similar with mine too. A lot of mine are kind of very Dr. Seuss. The stanzas in them are very Dr. Seuss, where it's like, yeah, it's like something something rhyme, something 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 rhyme, something 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 kind of thing, and it works. It honestly works. So, dude, that was awesome, man. And I know originally you were just kind of looking to talk a little bit about your journey, your sacred ceremony a bit. If there's more that you would like to say, well, up on the microphone, please feel free. And even if you want to step down and write some more stuff and come back later, you're more than welcome to, man. So, but you're
Well,
still up on the
I
mic,
don't
so
know.
go ahead.
I could kind of elaborate on the whole trip inside and finding the
Yes.
source of creativity.
Yeah.
It was
Go ahead. Please share a bit of the context for your poem and tell us a little bit more about it.
right. It was like I was sitting in a field and everything kind of went fuzzy, and I came to a place of unity within myself, a place of absolute nothingness, kind of like the states that I think like monks would get to after meditating for years and years and years and years. And when I was sitting in that place of nothingness for not even 5 seconds, I felt like a spark, like an urge to want to be something, just anything. And then I open my eyes and I see myself and everything that's around me, and I realize that that spark is what literally creates everything in this entire universe. And that just got me thinking about what I would, and the whole forming relationships with all we have. In order for you to be your best version, you have to merge with the most elegant forms of creation. So form relationships with, plant food, animals. Doing yoga is forming a relationship with your body because that's another creation. Crystals, meditation. I love to do meditation, and that's forming a relationship with your breath. Forming a relationship with nature. It all came to me in a very, very simple way, and it made a reason for me to want to look to health for the answer. That's pretty much it, but
Awesome.
it's really simple, but yet really, really complex at the same time. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard to put into words.
But it's fun to put into a poem. So
It is. That was really amazing
cool,
how I
man.
just kind of came up with that.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about like when you do poetry. Sometimes we can kind of impress ourselves. We're like, whoa, like that came out of me. Like I birthed that. Like what? Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
It's
that's
beautiful.
right.
Cool, man. Well, dude, that was wonderful. Thank you again. Is there anything else that you would like to share? Or shall we invite the next person up on stage?
Well, you can invite the next person up, but I don't know. I think you remember that poem I wrote in the poetry section.
Oh, well, dude, honestly, if there's more poems that you got, please feel free to share those cuz yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to go into the Discord and check out some of the poems in there. Thank you for reminding me as well. So, yeah,
Mhm.
so how about we invite Amanda up, and then if you want to come up after, we can do that later on. So,
Yeah, yeah. Let someone else take the stage for a little bit for
perfect.
sure.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Well, Josh, thank you again, man.
Thank
Cool.
you.
All right. So with that said, we'll just kind of get the stage set and ready. And again, just question to those in the live chat, like literally asking people in the live chat, who here is interested in coming up on air and coming up on stage to be able to share something, poem, song, music, comedy, routine, short story, whatever you would like. So I'm asking you in the live chat, who wants to come on air? And again, inviting you guys to be able to join. And reminder for those of you watching on YouTube in the future or presently, please feel free to smash that like button, guys. Smashing that like button just kind of like helps us get more exposure through Instagram algorithms or Facebook, YouTube algorithms and stuff like that. Again, if you guys need the individual invite for the Google Hangouts, I know Google Hangouts glitchy, guys. I don't even know, like, I can't fully fathom why it always does what it does. All you have to do is just send me your email. So you can literally just post your email into the live chat. I mean, the context within this community where, it's comfortable here. If you do need to direct it to me, just use the Discord for those of you already on the Discord. So Tam, I can see you're looking to join, and please feel free to do that. So, because again, guys, like the lineup's gonna get like as the broadcast rolls on, suddenly there's gonna be like a wave of people, and there's gonna be like a freaking like 10 people looking to get up on stage. So if you want to get up early, then please feel free to join as soon as you can. And again, I'll try posting the Google Hangout link again, but Tam, just send me your email and I'll get you invited up here individually. Okay, so with that said, Amanda, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go up on stage. Perfect, Amanda is ready. So let me just get the microphones all set up here, and let me just pull this up. So Amanda, you can hear me okay if you want to just do a quick microphone check?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Check.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, Amanda. So please feel free to make your way up on stage, and yeah, thank you again for being here. And the microphone is yours, and go right ahead.
Okay. This is a poem I just found like 5 minutes before we started, but it's one that I wrote in 2014, and it's on my blog. So it was one of the first blog posts I wrote. I haven't read it since, and I've never read it aloud. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. It's called Chaos Unfurling to Bliss. Often we are surrounded amid changes in season and time, pinned to the wall by circumstance without any reason or rhyme. Our heads stir with thoughts of confusion. Our inner peace rocks to and fro. But this chaos is just an illusion, and into our hearts we must go. Our hearts now, they soar like an eagle, above all the sorrow and pain, a bird on the wind high above it, which merely observes all the rain. And now our storm has passed by us. We are left with bliss all anew, glistening like drops on a flower or sun sparkling over the dew. And we ourselves bloom like a flower, unfurling each petal with care, allowing the sun to warm us, the moisture still filling the air. For more storms may come to shake us, to rattle and put us askew. But we know that love is unfailing. It connects us all, me and you. And now we're all together, and now we know we can rise above life's storms and trials, no matter the strength or the size. Bliss now is all that encompasses. It falls like droplets of rain. It blows in the breeze and shines like the sun, and our flowers forever remain. And that's it.
Beautiful, beautiful. That was awesome. Sweet.
Thank you.
So, would you like to, again, if there's anything else you want to share, that's totally cool. If you want to just talk a little bit more about the context of that poem, what it meant to you, maybe even.
Um, yeah, it was something that I felt for a long time, but I hadn't been able to put into words. And I started a blog. I was working with a few other friends, and that was my first way of putting it out, But I mostly write in like I have a degree in journalism, so I'm more into like prose and articles and things like that. Like poetry doesn't come as naturally to me, so that's like the only poem I've written in the past 10 years, probably. But I'm sitting here drawing right now, so.
Yeah, go
But no,
ahead.
that's
Just
all.
show the drawing real quick. I mean, that's
Okay, I don't
still
know
a
if you
creative thing.
it's
Mandela-y.
yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I drew that last night. Thank you. I'm
That's awesome.
tracing in ink right now. But well, thanks for listening.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and again, like art drawing, that's like a form of poetry in itself. It's like if we're getting into the definitions of words and stuff like that. But yeah, cool. So, Amanda, thank you so much. Are you ready to step off the stage for now, and you can come back later if
Sounds
there's
good.
anything else? You
All
good?
right. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Thank you again, Amanda. Cool. All right. So, like I said, everyone, for those of you who are literally just listening a second ago, I told you it was about to get pretty busy in here. So we got a few more people who are ready to be able to take their turn up on stage with the mic. For those of you who may be watching on Facebook, there's a good handful of you, and you're looking to be able to join. Please feel free to jump over to the YouTube, and you'll see the link in the YouTube chat to be able to join on the Google Hangouts. And yeah, it's basically the format that we use. So again, for anybody watching on Facebook, make a habit of jumping over to YouTube and subscribe there to Skull Babylon to be able to get in sync. So lots of love from the comments as well, and I just want to be able to read those for Amanda in this particular case, because I know they can't see the live chat in the YouTube unless I got it open in the other window. But yeah, just like some comments saying like, very pretty, great poem, wow, it's beautiful, Amanda. 1111, thank you, Amanda. So, and Madeline said, just what I needed to hear, thank you. And I do think that there's a universal story that comes through when we share our poetry, especially when we do it from a reflection of what our soul is speaking. And especially like with Amanda's story, yeah, a lot to do with kind of like the ebb and flow of life, rising up out of the storm. That's a very relatable story. And again, as we share these stories, let them be inspiration for us. Let us realize how similar we all are, how synchronistic all of our journeys are. You know, we all have these different faces and families and stories, yet on a soul level there's like we almost go through the same thing just in different ways, if that makes sense. You know, that's what the soul comes here to experience. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to express that, because then we're just like, oh wow, okay, this is a, you know, not only is this a part of the human experience, but this too will you know, make it even more beautiful as I continue to rise through it and learn through it and experience, and not even try to bypass it, but you know, to be able to receive the gifts of any moment. So lots of beautiful stuff there. All right, so we do have Neil. I believe it's Neil. Yeah, we do have Neil, and they just jumped in, so I think we're gonna give them a chance to be able to get up on the mic, and then from there, if there's no one else immediately afterwards, I'll share. I guess I'll share one of my poems, and then from there on the next rotation, I want to be able to share some of the poems on the actual chats, in the Instagram, and we're going to refresh that as well. And yeah, and I think we may actually even start with Samina, since I know that Samina is actually here, and I would love to be able to share her poem since she literally just submitted it during the broadcast. So Neil, let me just check in with you. I'm just going to bring up your microphone if you just want to do a microphone check. So hello, Neil, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Sounds loud and clear. All right, Neil, thank you so much for being here, man. Are you ready to go up on stage and share what you would like to share?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. And just as some preface, is it a poem that you have to share or something else?
Spoken word, yeah.
Spoken
poem.
word? Perfect. Awesome, man. Sweet. Thank you so much for being here, man. I am passing the stage microphone to you, and you're up on stage now, so whenever you're ready, go right ahead, dude.
Yeah. So this piece is called The Ascension. The road goes on for generations. The travelers would disperse the light amongst all the willingly incarnated souls. But what if the ones that didn't know? Amnesia of the internal endowment to reserve a place in the fifth dimension for themselves. The ego took control, and a better life this will never know. I welcome you, dark one, to the lap of luxury followed by pain and woes. We all sold our souls to the devil, but the devil exists not. Negative energy we dub as evil creates the demons whom we are fearful. Take the D from the demon, put in front of the word evil, and now you have a personified devil. Our thoughts and experiences create this creature only exists in the mind. Our desires and wants creates this full feature ego that keeps the lower souls from reaching the divine. Intellect, love, and a perfect understanding we will have with one another. I welcome you, my brother, my sister, my lover, to become one, to help me become one, before reality tears me from duality and back into ether's imagination. You see, I'm the ghost of lives past. Generations have descended to gain these experiences, and I pray the human situation is critical, mind analytical. Won't let me forget the fall of angels and demons in this third dimensional world. Is this planet yours? May I hide amongst lost souls? Hide out for a bit, drink some liquor, smoke some weed, and step outside for a cigarette? Yeah, sure, man. Here's a social security card. You may live. I reincarnated to live and give to the back to the society. When I'm locked in board, as I smolder through the ashes comes the horde of abstract thought, who's not a ghost of spirit, but just is. An enlightened individual, equality minds, the elitist political goal, the cynical flow through pain and woes and shamanistic pagan rituals. We will resurrect the Messiah in all of us. It's time to trust our brothers and sisters. Unity of mind, conscious awareness, and the rise. The yin yang intertwined, masculine feminine lovers intertwined. Spit words from the chakra points in my spine. Relentless, but I still find inner peace, hope, slow down the pace of my corrupted mind. Chemtrails, aspartame, fluoride, kept my awareness fried. Getting drunk and high, block the consequence of why am I really here? But now I know is to help humanity steer into the right direction. For every single one of you, I feel affection. We're in the same situation. So erase the awkward moments, trying to walk around and get that bonus. Remember that Adronis will be one of the group of interdimensional beings in the near future through mass landings will help us souls really breathe. So raise your frequency if this is what you want to see. And don't try to break free from the shackles of captivity that we formed in our own mentality, because you and I, we are, and we've always been free. Thank you.
Yes, dude. That was beautiful, man. Next level stuff. Awesome,
Thanks,
man. How long ago did you write that one?
11 years now.
11 years. Wow. Okay. So that was like, was that kind of, where were you within your like awakening journey at that point? Was that kind of like early on, or was that kind of?
It was, I woke up in like 2001.
Right
it
on.
was around 2008. It was when I was, I dropped everything as a regular kind of financial analyst, web designer, and started doing consciousness full time. So it was more like a full circle. I've always felt that through poetry and spoken word is easier for me to convey a lecture on the way everything works within
Mm-hmm.
consciousness, ascension, extraterrestrials, so
Mm-hmm.
much more than if I'm like standing there talking to someone. You can convey
Yeah.
a whole amount in just one piece of music.
Mm-hmm.
So I started writing poetry to convey all the information I was learning, like grips of Nassim Haramein videos, Jordan Maxwell. That's the kind of stuff I was checking out back then.
Nice, man. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, yeah, just from the audience perspective of listening to that, it's really cool because like with the cadence that you have in your voice, if you're just kind of like, if you just if you're receiving it in this meditative state, it's almost like every single thing that you say is like hitting the subconscious. It is
Yeah,
being
yeah,
heard. And so like there might be parts where it's like, wow, that's really fast. But if you're just kind of there with it, like it's being received, it's like
yeah,
transferring a
exactly.
file basically. So yeah, you almost need to like go back and like listen to it twice just to be able to decipher it. But
Right,
it was
right.
definitely, yeah, that was,
Thanks,
dude, that was
bro.
awesome, man. That was beautiful.
Thanks, man. Can I do one more?
I was about to say, if you got some more, please feel free, and
Yeah, yeah, I got some
you
more.
can even do one more, and then we can pass it around a bit. Then if you got more
All right,
after that, dude, you're more than
all
welcome to
right,
hang
cool,
out here.
cool.
So, all right,
Well, I
go.
just came on Facebook after eating with my family, and I just
Yeah,
saw you pop up all of a sudden. I clicked over, and then a minute later, I was on like freaking talking to you. It was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, straight up, man. That
Yeah.
was pretty legit. So,
All right.
thanks for joining.
Okay, cool.
All
So
right,
this one
go
is
ahead, dude.
Road to Zion. In this world of calamity, with organized piety making fools drop to their knees. We be the free. People see right in front. Time for the peripheral narrow-minded ignorance. Be the bigger man, I see the benevolence. The interdimensional energy of love holds my truth above other dimensions. I'm the anti-level vacuum being sucked down in the pool of a black hole, recycling this universe that shows acceptance. Knows acceptance by accepting the predicament that I am in. With all the government makes me think I do is all I do is a sin. Straight fear-mongering. So I write with a pen and show beginning to an end. Just know we chose to be here. Tear perceptions of fear, and remember Jah will be waiting there. It's time to believe in yourself, to forget monetary wealth, to concentrate on your health. I felt lost, stones pelt, body bloody, judging by those that say they love me. But what does love mean within these lower frequencies of emotions, causing mental erosions? I'm frozen in a rapidly moving time, with holes in the heavens, flow of energy from realms of divine essence. These beings think that we're under their guide to receive lessons of ascension? No. The gods we show, the biblical portrayal of Jesus in pagan rituals, the deities who we worship and bow, ask for forgiveness, and how can we reach the kingdom of heaven? Away from ourselves, looking externally for a personified God, identify soul of the old ancestry of the duality of friends and foes. Know this, the energy level will persist. The new world order doesn't matter one bit. No one world without singularity. Physical perceptions manifest in realms of spirituality. No order, pure anarchy to set all of humanity in 13 different third-dimensional planetary systems free. So follow me, and we will transcend to the fourth density. Thanks.
Nice, man. Yeah, lots of finger snaps on that one, dude. So,
Thank you.
and again, like every poem is beautiful in itself, but like, dude, that's some next level stuff. Like that's like, yeah, like a plus if I was grading it. But again, I don't even like using grading systems. But I'm just acknowledging the fact that there's like a lot of not only like skill involved with that, but just a lot of passion and heart that is definitely poured into that. So,
Thanks, bro.
dude,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
awesome,
trying.
man.
My MC name is MC Resonance. You can find
Cool.
me on Facebook, on YouTube, MC Resonance. We film documentaries and do conscious events. So we go around the world and like film myself doing spoken word and like ancient sites like pyramids and stuff. But I'm trying
Yeah,
to
dude.
like literally my album when it comes out, it's gonna be called Music for the Next Dimension
Nice,
because
man.
this is like the combining this with binaural and all these type of frequencies and also the flows. I feel can be like a meditative experience, like a journey.
Yes, dude. And you're involved with like the whole other project that you're involved with. Remind me what it's called.
Portal to Ascension.
Yes, yes. Go ahead and just like plug that real quick. That's totally cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. So we've been around for around 11 years. Started with meditation events, went into all the ancient alien conferences. Now we're like the biggest event producer for conscious presenters in the world. Like we produce all of Michael Tellinger's events, most of William Henry's, all of Stephen Greer's events. So we've become like this one-stop shop for consciousness that's a Netflix for presentations on our website, where we do webinars with people, things like that. But our intention is to just be a place when everybody starts waking up and more people wake up, that we have one website that you can basically, through categories and searching, you can find out any information within what's happening on the planet, from conspiracies to nutrition to sacred sexuality to ascension, so that's what we're working on. And we had our first major big conference just a couple of months ago in Irvine, California. So we're starting our annual conferences as well.
Nice, man. And the website for that, I'm just posting it into the chat for everyone. It's portaltoascension.org. And and you guys can check it out. And dude, again, because like last time we talked was like a couple months ago, but I love the fact that like both of us are on that same wavelength of the power of like conscious media and art and archiving and everything. So dude, thank you so much for joining on the fly, man. I really appreciate it. And
thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. And again, like we'll talk more afterwards, but the idea of like collaborating with you together some more is a very exciting idea, because I think both of us got some pretty awesome skill sets and a lot of value to be able to share. So dude, thank you for all you're doing, man.
Awesome. Well, I actually stumbled onto your videos and looked at your talks, some of your presentations, and I really appreciate your energy, which is why I'm here right now. And I feel the same way, man. We got to synergize and see how we can come together.
Totally. Okay? Yeah. And that's and that's going to be a big part of the project. Like, again, it's one step at a time, but for those of you just involved with the Paradigm Shift Community Project, like a big thing I'll be implementing into the future will be kind of like this allied network. So like not only will Paradigm Shift link you into what Paradigm Shift is about, but out of that you'll be branched into some of the other projects that are also like really rocking it, the ones that have had like a lot of foundations, such as like Portal to Ascension. The other ones off the top of my head would be like Secret Energy, Collective Evolution, and others to be named. But yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. So I assume you probably got like a full archive of like other spoken word pieces.
Dude, I got hundreds, man. Can I leave you guys with one more and then I'll head out?
Yeah, dude, that's totally cool, man. Yeah, by all means. Cool. So go right ahead.
This one's called Atlantis. So are we one yet? Going back to source. No remorse when reinforce the course that we all endorse. Unconditional love. It's the highest vibration, a gift from above. Desolation or separation, we must be the ones to say this is enough. You see, the third dimension, it was meant to be tough. There is no captivity, so unlock the cuffs. Move away from hate and begin to trust. No more anger or lust. Our thought shifts the earth's crust into a straight axis. Just like in Atlantis, stop causing damage and learn to manage self-realization. When people start to vanish, we change our intentions and join the like-minded souls in the fifth dimension. You see, this is the beginning of our oversoul mission. What is it that you envision for the future incarnations? The Christ conscious has arisen, tear the perception of being in prison, this industrial system, slumber of opposites. Duality where we get lost and forget how to circumvent and achieve liberation. The curiosity won't last for long at all. As you move to the aquatic age, break free from the third dimensional cage of limitations, Freemasons being misplaced in this illusionary reality. Governing authorities, there will be no more war. Co-create a love ambassador, open the doors. Life isn't supposed to be a chore. No getting on your knees, worshiping entities from the floor. The message is simple, man. We don't need to know anymore. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. Thanks, brother.
Oh, yeah. Dude, awesome, man. Timeless. It's still completely relevant today. If anything, it's like more digestible today, where it's like, holy shit, right? So
that's true, dude. I feel like I was creating it for times to come.
Yeah, same with me. And just kind of like a side point, like I kind of see myself and me, you, and anybody else in the project kind of has this idea of being able to kind of like think of themselves as like time travelers in terms of media creation. Because again, I'm doing it through my Instagram, right? There's like content that I created like years ago, but we can kind of like place it into the content that we're presenting today, and it kind of like adds to the story that we're creating based on what people are seeing within the narrative right now. So dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, and again, like within the project of like what Paradigm Shift is about, it's all about being able to feature conscious community creators. So dude, I'm gonna make sure like you got your Instagram, which is MC Resonance. What's the YouTube channel that you got?
So I don't have Instagram for MC Resonance. It's Facebook MC Resonance. Okay. But for everything else we're doing is Portal to Ascension. MC Resonance is MC and then Resonance, RESONANCE, Resonance.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and just feel free to send me any links on the Facebook, dude, and I'll make sure I
Right.
jump it over. Or even if you get a chance to jump over into the YouTube and paste it in there as well. That's totally cool, man.
Sounds good, bro.
Sweet, dude. But yeah, I look forward to being able to
Mhm.
share more of your stuff, man. So thank you so
Definitely.
much.
We'll be
So,
in touch. Okay. Take care.
all right.
Bye.
Bye, man. Sweet. So yeah, again, just this is my idea of a Thanksgiving right here. Coming together as tribe and community and like sharing our inspiration and stuff like that. So this is really beautiful. So thank you again to Neil for being able to join us. And again, check out his stuff at portaltoascension.org. And they do like a huge amount of presentations and stuff. And yeah, who knows? There could be some presentation events that he's involved with that I'll be able to attend in the future. Like obviously it's just a Canada-US border thing and everything like that, but the seed was already planted for that. But yeah, stay tuned for that. He's an awesome guy. Sweet, guys. All right, so as I said, moving into this, we still got a couple people who just recently joined, but at the same time, inviting more people to be able to join the on-air broadcast, to be able to share their spoken word poetry. And I'm posting the link to be able to join the broadcast by joining the Google Hangout. Again, you just need to make sure that you have the Google Hangout app installed on desktop or mobile. So if you're looking to be able to join, please feel free to join. And just as a quick check-in right now, we got about, I would say, yeah, close to about 30 people tuned in right now, guys. So this is an awesome place, an awesome kind of digital space that we got right now. And I did just want to give a special shout out. We actually did have a donation through the super chat on YouTube. Shout out to AE Juicy with a $5 donation. They said, big hearts for everyone and for Brendon for bringing so much wisdom and bringing us all together to realize our eternal divinity. So thank you, AE Juicy. And yeah, hugely appreciated every, I've said this before, any donation that you guys are making is always equally appreciated. So like if someone's making like a $3 donation, if someone's making a $300 donation, they're both equally appreciated. And again, your presence is equally appreciated. You being here, that's you like making a vote for what it is that you're supporting and stuff like that. So thank you everyone for being able to, build what we're creating together. It's beautiful. All right, let me just check in right now because I got Charles and I got Omega who joined, who was in our team broadcast last week. So I just want to be able to, Omega, go ahead and just unmute yourself. I just want to be able to chat with you real quick to be able to see if you had any poetry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, dude, we can hear you. Did you have some stuff you want to share on air, like a poem or anything in particular, dude?
Actually, I don't write poetry, but I mean, I write music and stuff, but I didn't have anything to share. I wanted to show up and just see what was going on.
That's
if
cool
I
too,
spread some words, yeah, that would be it,
Yeah, man. Like
some stories. I have stories, but I didn't have nothing depicted,
okay.
Specifically.
Well,
I'm always traveling.
I would
crap,
I hear you, man. I would totally invite you to just kind of like, as you're kind of like in the crowd right now, even, formulate something that you might be able to bring up on stage. So that could be a short story. Even if you want to take like some of your music, like if there's lyrics within your music, you could still read the lyrics. Feel free to get creative or feel free to just kind of, even write some stuff on the spot between here and now, whatever makes sense for you, dude. Or even if you want to even like share some of your music on like through your audio, even if it's just like blasting through your speakers, we'll still get a rendition of it. That's totally cool too, man. And I haven't checked out your music yet, but like, is there lyrics within your music or is it more just kind of like?
No, I produce, I make music production. I'm getting into actually lyrics, but I've only did that based on the decision because of what I was pushing.
Okay,
cool. I was the one that could articulate that.
Okay, cool.
So I figured why not get it and just do it myself. But
cool, man.
Mostly I produce music, like sound waves and
well,
actually sound design and everything.
Even still, man, like within the context of what it is that we're creating here tonight, I'd be down to kind of do some experimental stuff where if we can have some of your music playing through your speakers, which again won't be super high quality, but it'll still work. And then like either myself or someone else could even like practice like reading some poetry over top of what it is that your music is, if we want to try that. So
we can try it. Yeah. My music is pretty crazy and filled. I don't know if there'll be space for you to speak.
Okay.
But we could try something.
Okay.
We could try.
Yeah, maybe if you want to get some samples ready, and then we can get back to that in the next little bit. And again, we're here. This is like a creative sandbox, so we can play around with it. So.
Okay.
Cool, sweet, man. All right, so we'll get back to you on that. All right, so just checking back in, we also have Charles who is in here. So Charles, I'm just going to pull up your microphone and just check in with you to see if there's something you would like to be able to share on air. So Charles, if you get a chance to unmute your microphone, just can you hear me okay, Charles? Charles, if you're there, just go ahead and say hello. And Charles, I'm not getting any audio from you yet, so you might need to just double check your settings on your end. There's like this, I can hear. Okay, try again. Go ahead now. Yeah, I can hear you like trying to get through, but I don't think it's fully coming through. So go ahead, Charles. You can kind of like keep on that, and we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll get back to you if you might just need to double check your stuff.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay, now we can. Okay, that was quick. So. Okay, cool.
Man.
All right. I think it's okay, Charles. Can you hear me right now? Like, I'm just checking the ping, make sure it's sounding okay, because it sounded like it was there for a second. All right. So, Charles, if you can hear me right now, just let me know as soon as possible. And I think there's just a bit of a lag issue, and if we can get that sorted out, then we'll invite you up on stage. So, Charles, if you're there, just let us know. Okay, so we'll get back to Charles in a second. Charles, even just feel free to leave some text chat in the Google Hangout, and we'll be able to try and coordinate that, or even it could just be a connection thing, try and get a new connection signal if you're able to. And even, again, you know, for if you're not able to or whatever like that, and you still have stuff to share, you can even just type it into the chat as well. All right, guys. So what I said from earlier, you know, we got a lot of people who are contributing content through the Instagram post that I put up earlier today. Like I said, there's like literally, I think like over 20 different submissions that came in through there. So I want to be able to honor what it was that we created through that digital space, to be able to share some of the poems. And I apologize because I don't think we'll get to all of them. Like, there's literally a bunch. So we'll start off, like I said, we're going to start off with Samina's, and I'm not sure if Samina was actually trying to join. Samina, if you're in the YouTube chat, just give me a thumbs up if you're okay with me reading your poem on air. Otherwise, I'll read another one, and we can try and get you on air if you want to be able to read it. Because I know Samina was looking, she has like her own YouTube poetry channel as well. And again, reminder for anybody who's like in the YouTube chat, if you guys click on the 3 little dots next to a person's comment, you can go to their channel. So I really encourage, if you're in this YouTube, go check out other people's channels and subscribe. You know, that's what we're here to do, is support each other as a community. So Samina, I'll keep an eye open for that in the next minute. And yeah, Samina wants to try and get on air, so we're gonna give her a chance. Samina, if you have Google Hangouts already installed, just send me your email. Just literally post your email into the YouTube chat, and I'll send you the direct invite. And so I'll read one poem. Let me just see what else we got in here, because I'll read another poem that's in the Instagram chat as well. And yeah, I'll save some of mine for a little bit later. Wow, there's like over like 31 comments, guys. So again, you know, this is beautiful, because I think like we don't always share our poetry. We don't always see it. We don't always like get a chance to be able to create the space to share it like this. But I mean, the fact is, like, all of us are poets. We just don't know it. So was that a rhyme? I don't know. All right. Okay. Samina's saying that I can read it, but Samina, I want you to try and get on air if you can. So I'm going to read another one first, and then Samina, if we can get you on air, we'll do that. And then if not, I'll read another one of yours. So, yeah, again, thank you everyone so much for being here. This is awesome. If you guys are having fun, just feel free to keep dropping those 1111s. And, yeah, you guys are awesome. Okay, cool. So, so this is a poem written by Astral Psycho. And again, for those of you looking for these poems, just go to instagram.com/Mystic Spiderman. Check out the post that I put up that says share a poem that you wrote, spiritual themed or otherwise. And you can read these poems for yourself. So this is a poem by Astral Psycho _7. So, and I'll just read a few of these right now. Some of them are short. And some of these I haven't even read before. So I'll just kind of like honor the original voice of the person who wrote it. So Astral Psycho says, bare unforgiving is the heart heard last. Subtle synthetic are the eyes which don't last. Sour foul have the tongue spoken last, so do not let the last come. Finger snaps. Thank you, Astral Psycho. All right, we'll just go through a few more here. You can see a few people commenting in the chat. They're like, should I join? Should I not join? Guys, remember, this is all just practice. You're not, no worries about embarrassing yourselves. If you come on air, you're only going to level up, guaranteed. So Foxy Flair writes, this is their poem. Okay, here we go. Again, I haven't even read some of these. So E by Gum, to the world's greatest mom. Oh, this is a poem to the mom. You gave us wings to fly, and were always there when we needed to cry. We would talk for hours, putting the world to right. You may be gone, but your soul still shines bright. I always thought I knew best, and you'd let me learn my own test. And as I would say, I should know, you guide me and giggle and let me grow. Once a juggler, a superstar, meeting famous people from near and far. A beautiful wife to my dad, who I know sometimes drove you mad. But 65 years as a team, and 2 gorgeous girls that beam. A supersonic grandma to my beautiful niece, Jet, who thinks you're 1 in a million, you bet. You left a sparkle wherever you would go. To say that you're gone, oh no, no. Today we all reminisce to a beautiful lady we all miss. Love you, Mom. Aw, and that's by Foxy_Flair. Thank you so much, Foxy. That was a very heartfelt poem. Any poem, about our parents is always one that all of us are going to be able to be like, yes, that's beautiful. So thank you again, Foxy. And again, that's a beautiful poem, right? Like you think about the medicine that poetry serves as. It can help us through many parts of our lives, through celebration, but also through grief as well, right? Sometimes we need to like dump our emotions. We need to get them onto paper. We need to move them. And so when we do that, not only do we create something that crystallizes a moment in time, but it can be very healthy. It can be very cathartic. So that was very good. So again, thank you, Foxy Flair. All right, I'll read I'll read 2 more here, and then we'll check in and we'll see. I'm not sure if Charles is still here, so we'll check in. Okay. Varun Simons says, it's okay to feel. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be raw. It's okay to be a mess. It's okay to rest. It's okay to not always be and do your best. It's okay to be imperfect, as there is perfection within the imperfections of life. It's okay to be you. It's okay to express yourself. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to be real. It's okay to be a sensitive man. It's okay to be me. Wow, that was a good one. Awesome. And again, that's a huge, that is like a love letter to the self. You can see what Varun Simons was talking there. And that's Varun, okay, I just put 2 and 2 together. That's the Varun who is in the chat, because I don't see the icons on my Instagram. It took me a second. Varun, who's literally in the chat with us. Thank you so much, brother, for sharing that. That's beautiful, man. Very raw and honest, and yeah, very relatable. So awesome. Beautiful. Again, just I'm going to post a link for the Google Hangouts into the live chat. I can see a couple of people looking to be able to join. If you are looking to be able to join and you're not able to join the link for whatever reason, just make sure you post your emails, and I can send you an individual invite. So Tim, if you're looking to join, post your email into the chat, and I can do it that way. And then you can delete it after you've joined if you want to make sure your email's not sitting there. Okay, I'm going to read one more from Varun. Again, back to back. This one's a little bit longer. And again, it makes sense to be able to read 2 back to back. And again, Varun is literally one of our recent Team Patreon signups, who is in Melbourne, Australia. Woo woo, represent. So shout out to Team Australia, all the shifters there. All right, this is another one by Varun. This one is called Shame. And again, I haven't read these yet, so I was saving them. It's an odd thing to feel shameful for inhabiting this human. Isn't it strange that I have so much shame? Shame about what sorts of things? Shameful for expressing? Shameful for feeling lonely? Shameful for not having it all together? Shameful for being highly sensitive? Shameful for feeling for the pain, for the pleasure, for sexual ideas, desires, cravings, or lust? Shameful for being me? Shameful for not being enough? Shameful for being too much? Shameful for being intense, emotionally unstable, and shame for being psychologically unstable? Shameful for being or coming across as cold or insensitive? Shameful for being overly sensitive and caring or overly sharing? Shameful for not living my spiritual ideals as aspirations? Shameful for my wild, scattered, and chaotic thoughts? Shameful because of my shame? Shameful because of all my fear, anger, and blame? Shameful for not living in my power and in my truth? Shameful for being repetitive? Shameful for being strange? Shameful for being an outcast? Shameful for not fitting in? I'm not a hippie. I'm not a stereotype or label. I'm not a fixed person. I am not genuinely affiliated with any group, organization, spirituality, idealism, religion, nationalism, ideology, culture, society, or belief system. I am fluid, changeable, forever unbecoming and re-becoming anew. I am ashamed not because I am ordinary, but because I am uncategorizable, because I am not a fixed state, not because I am too quiet or shy or horrid, but because I am raw. I am a mess because I don't fit in and will not and cannot. I am fluid like the ocean, and neither here nor there like the wind, and intense and fiery like a wildfire. I am not ashamed because I truly believe I am too small, too insignificant, too powerless for this world. I am ashamed because I feel I am too much, the deepest loneliness, knowing full well I am not what others perceive me to be. I am self. I am awareness. My human struggles. My human is ashamed. My human struggles to be here. But love already is and never wasn't. I know all is well, and it's okay to not be okay. I am not ashamed to write this. Varun, thank you, brother. Dude, that was awesome, man. I feel honored to be able to like be the voice for your poem there. Wow, man. Like this is kind of new for me to be able to like read other people's poetry on air. This is a very like like sacred thing, right? But Varun, that was beautiful, man. Yeah, I was like really feeling the emotions put into that. That was like a very like honest, raw poem. There was a lot, just from reading that, you can understand like not only who Varun is, but like how they see the world and how they reciprocate it and how they see themselves. And it's a very empowering poem that you've shared there, Varun. So it's okay to not be okay. Powerful message. And yeah, again, like from that perspective that like, if it wasn't a part of the journey, we wouldn't be experiencing it. If the human soul didn't want it to happen, then it wouldn't happen. So if you're experiencing something, then that's a part of the human experience. And that's something in itself to be honored. So, and that is part of your spiritual experience too. So beautiful. Awesome. Varun, thank you so much for sharing. Lots of love to you coming in through the live chat. Let me just take a moment here. I can see a couple people were trying to be able to send their emails to be able to join. Justin, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to send you the invite to the Google Hangouts, and I'll take care of some more back-end stuff in a second as we be able to pass the microphone around and to be able to invite some more people on air. And we also have Jesse, who has recently joined as well, and we have Omega as well, who is with us. And like I said, I think Omega and I might try and do some poetry and stuff, and Amanda and Josh and stuff. So honestly, I'm putting out the invite for someone to like literally write a poem about what this moment feels like for you right now. Like, what does like the community mean to you? What does it feel like? Someone could literally write a poem. How meta would that be about this? You know, just like a shifty Thanksgiving. There you go. That's your poem title. So go for chat. And even if you're just like, I encourage you to be able to share your poetry through videos. You know, create videos, post them up to your Instagram, post them up to your YouTubes. This is powerful, right? This is really powerful, and it inspires other people to know that, you know, they can share this as well. So it's okay to be artistic and to share our poetry. It's very powerful. All right. Tim, I did just send the email invite, so I think that should be coming through to you. So check your Gmail, and that'll be good. All right. I'll save some of my poems. Like I said, I want to be able. I think the next one I'm going to share will be the wolf one, about the wolf meeting a UFO type thing. I'm going to share that one, so we'll get to that one in a little. I'm going to keep you guys waiting for that. Let me just check in. I'm just reading Justin's comment. This community brings light to my life, a breath of freshness my heart dances to in pure delights. Justin, thank you. That's cool, man. Literally just wrote a poem on the spot. All right, let me just check in here. I want to be able to check in. Jesse, give me a thumbs up if you want to be able to share something on the mic, if you have something that you would like to share, or if you are just here in attendance. Is doing the... Yeah, okay. That's like the Jim Carrey Illuminati reference there. All right, Jesse, I'm just bringing up your microphone. Hey, Jesse, just do a sound check real quick. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good, man. Cool. So, Jesse, just checking in. Do you have a poem that you would like to share tonight?
Yeah, it's a poem.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Jesse will invite you up to the mic, and you are welcome to be able to share your poem. And if you want to tell us a little bit about what the poem is prior to or afterwards, that's totally cool as well. So, does that work for you, dude?
That works for me.
Cool,
but
man.
I just don't know whether I should tell you what it's about afterwards or before.
All right. Well,
after?
I leave that up to you, man. As long as it's appropriate. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely is.
Okay, man. All right, so go ahead, dude. You're
okay. I'll definitely. So this is. I'll tell you the description.
Okay, you're up on stage. You're up on stage now, man. So the microphone is in your hands. Okay. So go right ahead.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let me start again. So I didn't write this. First of all, I am taking this from a lineage. This is from the lineage of the Santo Daime, and it comes from a Hanario called Lua Branca, which means white moon. And it's written by Madrina Rita. So she's a part of the family of Padrino Sebastião, which was her husband, and Padrino Sebastião was a close relative to the Mestri. So that's the lineage, okay? And this one's called White. So there's a hymn here called White Moon, and I thought I'd just share it because it's the full moon today, right? And so there's a reference there. And I'll give you the English version first, and then I can sort of sing the Brazilian Portuguese version. So this is from This is Brazilian. Right now they have summer, I guess. Or they're going into summer. So, hail, hail, white moon. Within the splendor from you, I ask for health. For me and my family. Every day I ask and I pray because I have need of everything. I ask God for firmness and the ever Virgin Mary. Give me strength and give me love, my divine Redeemer. Soften the hearts of these sinful people. Jesus Christ came to the world to fulfill his mission. Now the time has arrived of my Lord St. John. Now I am recalling the suffering of Jesus and of the Sovereign Virgin, seeing her Son on the cross. O Virgin, O Divine Virgin Mother, I want your comfort for me to suffer with patience, the same way that you suffered. I want to give thanks for everything with love in my heart, for you to present me to the Lord King Solomon. So this would be normally sung in a, in the 17th hymn of her Hernario. So I will sing it for you. I'm practicing and learning, so I'll give it my best shot. Salve, salve, lua branca dentro desta primozia. Salve, salve, lua branca dentro desta primozia. A vós eu peço saúde para mim, minha família. A vós eu peço saúde para mim, minha família. Todo dia eu peço e rogo, porque de dor eu preciso. Todo dia eu peço e rogo, porque de tudo eu preciso. Peço a Deus uma firmeza na sempre Virgem Maria. Peço a Deus uma firmeza na sempre Virgem Maria. Dai-me força e dai-me amor, meu divino Redentor. Dai-me força e dai-me amor, meu divino Redentor. Arreptai os corações deste povo pecador. Abrandai os corações deste povo pecador. Jesus Cristo veio ao mundo cumprir sua missão. Jesus Cristo veio ao mundo cumprir sua missão. Agora chegou o tempo do meu Senhor São João. Agora chegou o tempo do meu Senhor São João. Ora estou recordando o sofrimento de Jesus. Ora estou recordando o sofrimento de Jesus e da Virgem soberana em ver ser filho na cruz. E da Virgem soberana em ver ser filho na cruz. Oh Virgem mais divina, eu quero conforto seu. Oh Virgem mais divina, eu quero conforto seu para eu sofrer. Yeah, okay, so that's basically it. And kind of gets you high. But I think I woke up everybody in the house.
Dude, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, peace. Thank you. Thank you for letting me share that.
Awesome, thank you, dude. And yeah, Jesse, just kind of you're getting lots of love from the live chat too. Samina was saying courageous. That was the word that she used. That was very courageous, Jesse. Yeah. That was. Yeah, that was definitely. was awesome, man. That's the first song of the night, so bonus points for you. So awesome, sweet.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
yeah.
Jesse, go ahead. You can step off stage if you're ready. And dude, thank you for being here, man. That was awesome. So cool. Is that good for now, Jesse?
Thank you. Yes. Thank
yes.
You.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, man. Good to see you here. Sweet. All right. Cool. We haven't had a Brazilian song on here before. That was really cool. So, all right. So just checking in, guys. Again, lots of smiles and everything. I'm having fun tonight. This is a wonderful time just hanging out with you guys. And again, I'm just so blessed to be able to, all of us coming together as a bunch of wizards to be able to create this space. I just want to be able to check in. I know we got a few other people who are putting their names down on the list to be able to sign up for getting up on stage. Samina, I sent a message to, like, I sent the invite to your email, so stay tuned for that. You should be getting the invite there if you want to be able to join us. I was actually just kind of looking if I can see, because there's a poem that I have that's of the moon, and I'm trying to see if I can get the lyrics for it, because I don't have it on text, but I actually have like the old like YouTube video, and I'm gonna see if I can pull that up in theme with the moon, because obviously everyone likes full moon poems on full moons. And yeah, again, I would encourage you guys to, like, again, there's a million and one things that you can write poetry about. Writing poetry about the things that you're passionate about, writing poetry about people that you love, writing poetry about things that you're learning, things that you're going through, things that you're, that may be presenting challenges or anything like that. There's just so many different ways to be able to share. So I'm gonna see here. Okay, I'm gonna do something that's a little experimental. I'm gonna play, if this works. Actually, it may not even work. YouTube doesn't really let me buffer videos while I'm broadcasting, so I may just have to skip out on that one, because I was gonna say if I can play the audio from the video, then I could literally just pull up my own audio from this video from 2012. Yeah, because I don't have the text for that. All right, we'll skip that idea for now. Plan B is on hold. So let me just check in with those of you in the chat. And like I said, we still got a bunch more people to be able to, we got some more poems to be able to share through the Instagram. We'll be able to do that. And yeah, I'm down to kind of do some experimental collaboration and stuff with Omega and everything. And again, Josh, if there's anything that you feel that you want to get up on stage again with, just please feel free to let us know. And yeah, okay, so I'm gonna read you guys the poem that I was talking about, the one that I was hyping up, because this one, it kind of does it. I don't think the moon's in this one, no, but it's kind of moonish because it's about a wolf, I guess. So we'll count it as that. Okay. I'm gonna reread one. I'm gonna read one for it first. This is a short one, and then I'm gonna go into my other one. So the first one I'm gonna read, this one is called "Duty is Privilege." So this is one that I wrote. Geez, I guess 2011, something like that. So this is a quick one. So I'll just kind of reread this and add some flair to it, and just keeping a look at. Awesome, sweet. Amanda, thank you again so much for joining, and good night. And thank you again for being here. So, all right. So here's one coming at you, and then we'll get into the other one. It's a little bit longer. This is a short one. Okay, I'm going to try and like add some flair to this. I haven't read this one in a long time. The time will come when you will know that regardless of where you come from, you will get to where you go. With love in your heart and a smile in your hand, share what you have, plant your seed where you stand. Boost the energy of those around you, because constant change is all we are. Fluctuating within this reality, we are the birth of a blooming star. Humble and yet tenacious, free from the illusion of fear, we are the gods we have been waiting for. Allow your focus to be clear. This duty is a privilege, being gifted with what you claim. Your identity is your spark. Your mission is to find your name. Who are you now? What have you come here to do? Be what you must, and know what is true. Snap, 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 snap. Okay, so cool. That was yeah, it's honestly, it's funny for me to like go back and read those, because it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like, yeah, I know I wrote that, but it's just kind of cool because it's like, wow, okay, Like, so much has changed, yet so much is the same. In a lot of ways, it's kind of the theme of what you see when you go back and you read your art. So awesome. Cool. Justin, if you want to send a link to read your art, that's totally cool. Or again, if you can post it into the chat on the Discord as well. Tamara, I'm just reading your comment in the Discord saying that you didn't get the invite. Geez, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know why Google Hangouts works for some of you and it doesn't for other. Oh, sweet. Okay, we have Samina in here. Okay, so Samina, do you want to just say hi real quick, just do a sound check?
Hi.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Sweet. All right, Samina, are you cool? I'll read one and then we'll pass it over to you. Is that cool with you?
Cool.
Perfect. Awesome. Sweet. I'm glad that worked out. Okay, so Tam, I'm not exactly sure what to tell you in terms of why. Like, the invite should be there. It's probably just in your spam. So go take another look and we'll get that sorted out. All right, guys. So here's one that I wrote. This one is it's a love poem. It's a love poem. I'm not gonna lie. And it's I'm not even gonna say too much about it, but it's very personal. And yeah, you guys can interpret it as you will. Cool. All right. And I haven't read this one in a while. Honestly, I haven't read this one since I wrote it. All right. I am a wolf. I sit at the edge of a cliff. I am alone. I look to the stars. This one's like a story too, so. Okay. I am alone. I look to the stars. I breathe in deeply. I feel the cold air on my nose and in my chest. I am amazed by the awe of the sky. I seek to understand the wisdom the stars teach me. I see one star before me, in particular, every night. For some reason it stands out to me. I sit in front of it while thinking. I feel like it looks back to me. Does it know I'm here? As I look at the star, it twinkles. I feel water rolling over my heart. I smile. Does it know I'm here? As I look at the star, I feel it getting brighter, and then it begins to get bigger. My eyes become wider. Is this a dream? The star begins to move towards me, traveling all the way down from the sky. The waves of my heart begin to dance. The star is coming closer. Inside the star, I begin to see a shape. It looks like 1,000 leaves made of spinning light. The star floats in front of me. Am I awake? The leaves open at their center. Inside, I see something. The shape of a person. My fur stands up. I am excited. Has the star come to see me? The person walks out and towards me. They are surrounded in light. They have long hair. Their scent is familiar. I am not scared. I try not to blink. Is this a dream? The person looks at me. I can see their eyes. They can see me. They can see mine. The waves of my heart are dancing. I have never seen a star so beautiful. I look at their entire body. I feel myself remembering. They put the palm of their hand forward towards my face. I slowly reach forward and smell it. I look up to their face. They are smiling at me in a way like no one has. They gently nod. Their eyes look like a green sunrise. I gently lick their hand to show my gratitude. They giggle. They come onto their knees in front of me. They lift both their hands and place them next to my face. The waves of my heart are dancing. Their hands are next to my face. I look into their eyes. They look into mine. Their smile makes me feel something. I think I remember. Am I a star too? I think she can hear me. She smiles in a different way. Her eyes become softer as she looks into mine. She slowly touches the side of my face with her one hand. The waves of my heart are dancing. I lean my face into her hand. I feel her touch through my entire body. I close my eyes. I feel like there is a sunrise inside of me. She touches my face with both hands. I see colors swirling. I open my eyes again. She is still looking at me. The waves of my heart are dancing. She slowly moves her head closer. She places her forehead against mine. We both close our eyes. I feel like I am dying and being born at the same time. I feel her whispering to me. I whisper back to her. I can feel her heartbeat. I can feel both of us in one feeling. I can feel everything. I open my eyes. I look into hers, right before me. I feel something new and yet familiar. I feel bigger. I feel stronger. I feel calm. I want to hug her, but I don't know how to ask. I want her to hug me. I place my paw on her hand. She holds it gently. She slowly strokes it with her finger. She looks down in thought. She looks up and smiles. She leans into me. I feel her chest against mine. I can feel her heart on my heart. I can feel our breath breathing together. Her scent is like a flower I've never found. With my eyes closed, I feel myself floating through space. I remember meeting this star before. I remember meeting myself before. She still holds me. I open my eyes while looking over her shoulder. The waves of my heart are dancing. My eyes begin to sparkle with water. We breathe in deeply again. She gently releases her hug. She looks me in her eyes again. Her eyes are sparkling with water too. Her smile makes me smile. She places her forehead against mine again. I feel like time doesn't exist. She gently places her lips against my forehead. I feel a wave of light move through me. My eyes are closed. She places her forehead on mine again. I feel her hands on my face. The waves of my heart are dancing. We both take another long, deep breath together. I feel like I am beyond my body. Everything is illuminated. Softly and slowly, I become aware of the cool air on my fur again. I gently open my eyes. This is just one dream. And look out from the cliff. I look up again to the star back up in the sky. It looks even brighter to me now. I can still feel the star's touch. I remember I am not alone. I smile and breathe deeply. The waves of my heart are still dancing. All is unfolding as it should. I am grateful to be a wolf. Snap, 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 snap. So yeah, that's the first time I've ever read that poem out loud. That was fun. Again, the context in that poem, literally, just as a quick recap, Cole's notes, was about a wolf sitting on a cliff looking at a star, and then the star freaking comes down to it as like a UFO, and then that UFO is actually a person, And the whole concept is the wolf is kind of explaining it from like wolf logic. Like, it's not a human explaining it. It's like the wolf correlating it to things it understands. That's why it talks about like the waves of my heart are dancing. Like that's how the wolf understands things. It understands it through like elemental sensations and stuff like that. And then it's like this love story where this wolf and this being who is a human form have this moment and they connect, and the being connects with the wolf, and then through there the wolf actually remembers that they are soul. And yet even still it's not like fully articulated, but it's expressed from the dialect of how a wolf would. So yeah, it was kind of, yeah, again, Arita, reading your comment in the chat, it was like a twin flame or source consciousness. Yeah, that was very much like a twin flame kind of poem, in the context that one of them was a wolf on a cliff, and the other one was like a UFO girl who came down from the sky. And then again, how it ends is basically like they hug, and then they kind of like the wolf opens its eyes, and then it was just like, oh, like, was that just a dream? And then the stars like back up in the sky, and it's like, was it a dream or wasn't it a dream? So this is all a dream. So yeah, that was a very that was a little look into my heart right there for those of you who were listening to that one. So thank you so much for sharing. So awesome. Cool. All right. So let's keep moving along with the show tonight, folks. Thank you again so much, everyone, for being here. I'll remind you guys that you can help support by signing up to the Patreon at patreon.com/Brendon Culliton. We'll do a refresh in about maybe the next half hour. We'll see if there's any new Patreon signups. And again, even if you're not able to sign up right away, always be sure to check it out afterwards. Donations process at the beginning of every month. And of course, if you're looking for other ways to support, single donations through paypal.me/Brendon Culliton. Links for that in the YouTube info. And of course, you can also check out questitemshop.com to be able to order online as well. So let's keep moving along. And yeah, this is fun. I'm having fun. So I'm looking forward to being able to hear Samina's poem. So Samina, give me a big thumbs up if you're ready to go up on stage. Perfect. And I'll just pull your microphone up. And we do have Summer is in here as well. So Summer, give me a thumbs up if you got something to read up on stage. Summer's got something to read. Okay, so we'll do Samina, and then Summer will go up after that. And then we'll check in with Omega and see what we can collab there with. So Samina, thank you so much for joining. And I know, did you just stumble across my YouTube channel today? Was that how it happened?
No, I stumbled across it on Facebook. I was literally just scrolling. I saw something about poetry, and I was like, "Ooh,
sweet!
Yay. Let me click on that."
Nice, perfect. So synchronistically, you have arrived. So thank you so much for joining it and participating. Happy to have you here. So awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so Sabina, please make your way up on stage, and I'll pass the talking stick over to you, and you can go right ahead. Tell us a little bit about what you're presenting. Get right into it, whatever you would like to do. And thank you again.
It's funny that you mentioned the twin flame aspect, because my poem is about like a twin flame connection as well.
And so sorry, I just pulled your mic down for a second. The people didn't hear it. The title was, say the title again, because they didn't hear it.
Be patient with me.
Okay, go ahead. You're good.
It's like my version of Cardi B's "Be Careful with Me." So here goes. Everything is love, because I knew it was you when I was energy. Everything had evolved. Enemies. You was on a slow move up, but I noticed you was into me. We was focused on each other, but we grew individually. I kept you by my side because I know everything about you faithfully. I saw you in my dreams. That's how I remembered you so easily. I followed you from a child. Now I'm grown and we are still in love. And I thank God for you and me. I know our spiritual relationship is different from the world you see. You see people lying and out of balance and don't care about a thing. I'm not one to judge, but I know how to read. I can read that the energy is so misleading. Morals, values, standards are what's key. A queen holds it down so that she can attract her king. Every action has consequences. That's why I learned from the best. God keeps my heart right so I don't have to check. I don't do this on my own because he has never left, but I know that the masculine needs extra help. Whatever I do, he feels my energy. We're connected, so when I evolve, he grows spiritually. All men are accustomed to a lower frequency, so in reality, he'll evolve at a slower speed. Pray for him because temptation comes and the enemy doesn't want him to succeed. All I know is when I focus on me, we both grow at a higher speed. When I focus on him, I lose focus on me. And that just causes confusion. I don't want to be irritated for no reason. I let all that drama go back to being. I had to put action forth for us to come together in this season. I want you to be your best, baby, so I'm not leaving. I know it's a lot to handle in life, but I know you got what it takes to push through because when we come together, it will be so beautiful.
Awesome. That was beautiful.
Thank you,
Samina. That was wonderful. And if you would like to share another one or even a couple more, please feel free to do that. So.
I think I have another one.
Cool. And yeah, and even if you want to just even talk a little bit more about the poem that you just shared, you're more than welcome to. I think there was some strong points in there. Like I was listening to that, I'm like, yep, that's true. So
What did you point out? What did you like about it?
I was like, I was interested in like the idea of like the what you said, how like man is kind of like the temptation is always like they don't want us to succeed type thing, and the temptation is always something that we're like having to like handle and stuff, and even the idea of like, yeah, within a dynamics of a relationship, if both people are focusing on themselves individually, then that helps like the relationship collectively grow. Whereas if we kind of like give ourselves into like the fascination and the, you know, the allure of the actual relationship, then we kind of sometimes lose focus on ourselves and kind of like lead into like codependencies and things like that. But I think like the message that you were sharing there, like that's key. That's like, you know, that's a healthy perception, healthy way of looking at it. So that was cool. I appreciate it. So
I appreciate you. I'm glad you noticed that.
Awesome.
I have another one called it's called Truthless Sex.
Perfect. All right, go right ahead if you're ready for it.
Okay. At a young age, I realized that sex was a big thing. I didn't know enough about the power of the cookie. My eyes were open, but my mind was closed off more like a rookie. I was doing things, imitating what I saw on TV, trying to figure out, was TV watching me? How did I get this channel on when these are things I have never seen? Please explain to me, oh wise entity. Calling on Jesus because he is nothing but a friend to me. See, the serpent is very slick and likes to tell white lies. He will look you in your face and have you hypnotized. As a kid, you're exposed to what sex is, but who in this world has been the ones who demonstrate it? The truth will set you free. I guess that's the truth for me. See, at the age of 15, I wanted to sleep with a young man who wanted to satisfy me sexually. Thinking that it's fun for you is not fun for me. Where was Adam at when Eve was negotiating with the serpent? Just listen real quick. The things that are out in this world are real sick, but if you take a minute to dive in deep, you'll gain a higher perspective. You can learn to be different if you take another direction. I refuse to be lied to and abused, but who was I trusting because I wasn't trusting myself? It hurts when you're not in tune. Trust in your alignment, not in your environment. I had listened to a rule that was made up for me, but it wasn't my truth. In my mind, I thought that what I wanted would happen fast, not thinking that jet lag would be the opposite effect. See, I trusted the rules, and God is my witness. I thought if I had intercourse with one guy, then we were something serious. I had given up my dream of getting married, thinking that I could have something else that's temporary. Your dreams are sacred. They are real life and truth. You have to wait on God's time, and he will provide the proof. Understand you are not the chef in the kitchen. It's God who is the one interrupting your business. He will use you to your intuition. See, when you're out here making moves on your own without God's help, it feels like torment. I put my trust in tradition instead of waiting on God's provision. I'm not preaching. This is the very thing that I'm living. It made me stick to a plan that wouldn't prosper. I had no father figure, no one to offer me love. So everything that I needed came from above. Anytime I would trust in a lie, I got stuck, but thank God he was there to put me up. Don't trust tradition. Listen to your intuition.
Awesome. That's beautiful. When did you write that one, just out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Huh?
Oh, I was just asking, when did you write that one? Like how long ago?
Let me see. I have it written down. Like almost like 14 weeks ago.
Okay.
Well, 11 ago, 11 weeks ago.
Okay, so not even that, not too long ago then. So it's still pretty fresh. So
No.
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, you're getting lots of love in the live chat as well. People are saying even getting like spine tingles while listening to that one. So yes, that's awesome.
Wow.
Trust in your alignment, not your environment. Justin was quoting you there.
Yeah.
So awesome. Thank you so much. Cool. Well,
Thank you all.
Yes, Samina, if there's did you say there might be one more that you would want to share? If you would like.
You want me to share another one?
If you would like to, yeah, and then we'll I think after that we can pass into Summer, and then if you're still around and have another one that you want to share later, we'll do that, and we'll share some more off Instagram shortly. So
I'll let Summer go, then I can share another one later.
Okay, that's totally cool with me. So sweet.
That's fair.
All right, and Samina, go ahead and just plug your YouTube channel. Where can people find you on YouTube?
My YouTube is Samina Beautiful.
Cool, awesome, and SAM.
My YouTube and my Instagram. Yes, my YouTube and my Instagram.
Sweet. Well, I'll definitely I'll make sure I connect with you on the Instagram as well. And again, feel free to connect to our team Discord chat, and you're totally welcome to be involved with what we got going on here. So
is that a website or?
Yeah, the Discord chat, it's in the info for the YouTube. But yeah, it's like an app in itself. But yeah, it's like a chat thing that we use. You'll see it when you get there. But yeah, we hang out there during the week, so and you can share my poetry there. Cool. And yeah, if you have any questions, we can get it all sorted out. So cool. And yeah, no, thank you again. It was very, very well shared. Very well spoken.
Omega was saying something.
Cool. What was that? Omega.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Let me just.
On my Instagram and also my Facebook too, my YouTube as well.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll give you a follow.
Perfect.
Yay.
Yeah, we'll get it. Well, and again, for anybody even in the YouTube and stuff like that, guys, please feel free to share your Instagrams and your links in the YouTube, and you can do that there. And again, Samina, you can post your links into the YouTube chat as well. So, and again, I encourage anybody who's sharing links, connect with each other. That's what we're here for. So, support each other between broadcasts. All right, so Samina, thank you again, and we'll get ready to invite Summer up on stage. So. Summer, give me a big thumbs up if you're ready to go up. Yes, you are ready. Perfect. All right, so Summer, I'm just bringing up your microphone, and we'll just do a sound check. You can hear me okay, I assume? And if you just need to unmute yourself on your end, I think. We'll just give you a second there to unmute yourself. And... Summer, if you're able to do that, you might have to click a button on your end, because I can bring up the levels, but I can't unmute completely. Yeah, I think you're getting it. So there we go.
Is that better?
That's perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Sweet. All right.
Okay.
Well, Summer, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you were able to make it. This is awesome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And this is your first time on the broadcast, though, right? Perfect.
It is.
Awesome.
I'm like totally newbie.
Totally newbie.
Totally technical.
Lots of experience points to be earned, so cool. All right, well, Summer, you are invited up on stage, and again, you've been watching, so please feel free to introduce your poems or whatever it is that you would like to share, and when you're ready, you can go right ahead. So,
Groovy. I have a sad poem. It's not really a sad poem. It's just more of a purging poem. I had a bad experience in love, I guess you should say. So anyway, here it goes. Okay. The presence of your love tainted my ability to see the world, left me painfully blind, ignorant of the beauty that was there to heal me. Unable to reach out for a caring hand, you kept me locked away inside a cage of misery. The void ever so dark inside my heart seethes with mistrust and anguish. Sorrow so bleak and depressing that it pains me to say your name. It is unnerving to realize that my heart, so easily ripped to pieces and trampled on, meant so little to you. The part of me that was given to you out of adoration and love has shriveled up into a ball of anguish. The intense crushing weight of despair and hopelessness, coupled with a never-ending ache in my soul for the negatives that were brought into play by your selfish love. Never again to be fooled by your false love, and never again to await affection from your warped mind. Resignation to let go of what could have been, realized in fleeting moments as you betrayed my love with egocentric desires, Your needs of disgusting natures go beyond the forgivable. Love that was tortured until at last it has died now needs a proper burial. There you go.
Finger snaps for that one. Very, very, very personal poem. Sorry, what was that?
But I was very morbid, but I was going through a very dark time and had to come to grips with it. So I just wrote it down, and it was best to do so.
Yeah, morbid has its purpose. You know, it's a part of the story. So and you know, like that's kind of like you rise up from that. So that's you know, it's one chapter. But no, thank you for sharing that very, very personal and heartfelt poem. So, and I'm sure, and again, you know, like that story is a story that is not incredibly uncommon. So I think, you know, you sharing that is very, very courageous for a lot of other people who can relate to that as well. And yeah, no, it's very beautiful.
Yeah, I think that we all need to just accept who we are and what we've been through. And no matter all the struggles and different things, I mean, people are losing their houses in California. People are homeless on the streets every day. And so we all have been through some kind of struggle, whether it's love or it's being abused, something to that effect. So we should all reach out and love and give those hugs to everybody. Like my acronym for hugs is Healing Unit Grabs. You grab that person, you hug them, and you just, you give it to them and you give them that love. And that's what this world's about. So yay, let's do it.
Awesome.
So yeah, there we go. Thanks.
Was there
love you guys?
Is that I was just gonna say that's you don't is there other poems or is that good for now?
No, that's good for now. I have lots more, but I don't have them all with me. So
okay, not a problem. Cool.
Thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Summer.
You're welcome. Have a great night, guys.
All right, so we'll continue moving forward here. Like I said, guys, we'll keep things within a time frame. I would like to kind of wrap this up no later than 12:30, so that gives us about like another 50 minutes to play around within the space that we got here. Just wanted to be able to check if there's, again, more invites for people to be able to come up and share. It is not too late, so for those of you who have been tuned in and inspired, please feel free to join. Just posting the link for the Google Hangout one more time into the YouTube chat. And again, for those of you who are even watching this in the future, please feel free to leave some love. You know, just like your comments are greatly appreciated. And yeah, this is an awesome way for us to support each other as a community. So, all right, I'm going to read a couple more from the Instagram. And there could be some other personal ones that I'll read a little bit later. If not, that's okay. There may be one that I'll read. But I'm going to read some more here on the Instagram as priority. And then from there, we'll pass it over to Samina, and I know let me just check in. Hey Omega, I just wanted to be able to check in with you. Do you got any like tracks kind of like prompted to possibly play as background?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got like 3. Well, I got 4, but
okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you like play like a quick sample? We'll just do a quick test so we can kind of get a feel for what's possible. If you want to just obviously it's going to be playing through your speakers,
right,
and that's all right. So we'll just give that a second. And again, guys, thank you so much. For those of you in the YouTube chat, leave a comment for where you're tuned in from. Let's get an idea of where everyone is synced up right now. And we got about 20 people watching on YouTube. So. All right, so just let's see how that sounds. So.
This is a really old beat.
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of remembering actually with the way YouTube Google Hangouts works is that like it's hard for the feeds to come through at the same time. Like I think it picks one over the other. So even as we're talking, for the people listening, it might be kind of like phasing sort of thing. So I don't know. Just listen to it. We'll just listen to it for the next little bit anyways. I'm gonna listen to this playback. Go ahead, keep that playing for a bit. Go ahead, keep that playing. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna we're gonna run this as a test, guys. We're just experimenting here. It's a bit of sandbox, so keeping Omega's playing in the background. And let me see if I got. Okay, I'm just gonna like read some poetry over top of this while that's playing, and we're gonna see what this sounds like. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's still fun. All right, let's let the beat come through. Okay. Adventures await through the patient mind who is always willing to look behind the patterns of our actions, the way of our words, the inner work that enlightens this world. Because life is your canvas, which you paint with your will. No need to overthink it. Let the water run downhill. Let your dreams pour forth the vision of the music of your soul. You are infinitely young. You are infinitely old. Find yourself within the other as you dance with your heart, truly loving the self, for life is your art. How did that sound? That kind of works. I'm just like hearing the repeat back and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool, man. That works. I think your tracks might sound better without my poetry. Cool, man. That's awesome. Sweet. All right, Omega, man. Thanks for letting me try that out there, dude. And yeah, that's fun, man. So. And please feel free to share your, like, anybody share your links into the YouTube so people can, like, check that out. Do you got your stuff up on, like, SoundCloud and stuff yet?
No, I lost all my files. These were, like, my very first beats I ever made.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Literally. So, I lost everything. So,
right.
I was like, hey, put me on the spot. I'm going to just jump in. So,
word, man, word.
I got a couple things on SoundCloud, but I'd rather just get everything going. I just rebuilt a PC, so.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now.
Cool, man. All right, well, I'm glad we got to try that and stuff. And yeah, if you want to get up on stage a little bit afterwards, like the option's totally there for you, man. And if it's just like sharing music or sharing anything else that you want to share, we'll make time for that. So cool.
Sure.
Cool, man. Cool. All right, so we're just gonna switch over to some of the poems that were shared to the Instagram. I really want to just be able to honor the process of being able to share the people who are submitting those posts to my Instagram. And this next one is one that was DM'd to me, and this is by Silly Rabbit. And again, just check the comments on my Instagram and you'll be able to see the links for most of these posts if you go back and read these. Silly Rabbit. Love is growing, love is born, something empty, nothing more, for the rose sprung the thorn, unrequited love heretofore. Love is growing, love is born, the reflection of imagination built you up to expectation, juxtapose reality with perception, expressing a deception. Love is growing, love is born. Why insist doubting this grand virtue? Grant all my worries be thus harmless, for love is spontaneous, unpredictable, and timeless. Not a noun to be defined in lieu of verb withstanding tests of time. Stop believing it so frail and fragile. Caritas vertitate. I think that's a Latin. Ain't no trial. If and when you find you're doubting, it's in the pages, look beyond it. The proof is there, it doth state. Love was born, love prevails. Corinthians 3:13-8. Love never fails. Awesome. I love these love poems, guys. That's beautiful. So thank you again to Silly Rabbit for submitting that one. And I'm going to read another one here that was also DM'd to me. And this is from Divine Child of Light, who, as far as I know, she'll be listening to this in the future. And again, her Instagram is literally Divine Child of Light. So you can find that pretty easily if you want to look it up. Okay, this one's a short one. There's a couple short ones that we got here. Mother Gaia's Prayer. And again, I haven't read these yet. Unravel her to her core, swim the depths of the ocean that is her soul. These roots sink deeper, grounded in this earth, recharging high, the branches caress the sky. Light flows through the veins of every leaf, shedding love among those who stop to admire every beauty and flaw, holding the human who is courageous enough to climb and understand her strength. Awesome. Thank you, Divine Child of Light. Cool. I'm just imagining like you guys like listening and just like hanging out in the sipping on your teas or whatever you guys are drinking right now, just all chilled out and enjoying the show. So Justin, I'm gonna try inviting you one more time. I'm seeing your comment real quick, and I'm gonna do that, and then we got one more from Divine Child of Light, and then we're gonna invite Samina back on again after that. And like I said, there's still like quite a few of the ones on Instagram, so there's no shortage. But you guys who want to share yours on air, you guys have priority. Obviously, that would be the thing that we want to be able to do. And yeah, and again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I was just checking out some of the locations. I'll just do that real quick. We got people tuned in from all sorts of continents, including Saskatchewan, Canada. That would be Tam. We got people tuned in from California. We got people tuned in from Central Florida. We got people tuned in from Daytona Beach, Western Australia, myself in London, Ontario, Canada. And also, there was another one there from San Diego, California. Sweet. Awesome. Sweet. Gemini Artist, thank you so much for tuning in. Good night. Have a beautiful rest. And for those of you staying up late, stick around. We got a little bit more show left. One more here from Divine Child of Light, and then I'll read one more off the Instagram, and then we'll pass it back to Samina, and then we'll see if I think Justin might be looking to get on air, if he's able to get on air. Letters to Source. Divine Child of Light. Words can be so impactful, like a mother's hushed lullaby to calm her child. Letters lifting from this very screen to be seen by God I am, the universe watching, learning and expressing the idea of self through infinite vessels, to understand who we are, the collective consciousness, verses upon verses recorded through time and space, resonating with symbols and keys that speak to our souls, documenting our experience for the entire whole. Awesome. And again, guys, you know, like, guys, everyone, people, if I ever say guys, do me a favor and try to remind me not to always refer to everyone as guys, because that's like something I'm trying to change in my programming, because I know that it's like more of a gender specific and I want to be more inclusive. So I apologize in advance for times when I'm like subconsciously just like, thanks guys, whereas I should be just being like, thanks everyone. So thanks team. So I'm doing that because I encourage you guys to do it as well. More inclusive language is important. It's flexible. All right, let's take a look here. Actually, let me just double check. I got some comments there. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple more on the Instagram. Okay, cool, sweet. There's a comment in my requested inbox, and I think this was the one that was sent by someone's friend. I think Varun, one of your friends, sent this to me, Amy. So this is the one that I'm going to read, and I don't know if Varun is still around, but if they're still tuned in, obviously they're around. So I'm going to read this one, and then I'll check the Instagram one more, and then we'll pass over to Samina. This is by Amy Barrett. Trees breathe rainbows, a poem by Amy and Emma. We are couch surfers staying with Varun. Oh, okay, cool. So they're like literally with Varun. Sweet. I hope they're tuned in. Trees breathe rainbows. Oh, their souls glow, dancing beneath the shadows. With water and love we watch them grow. Blood through the trees, just like us it flows. If you look close enough, its heartbeat will show. Branches and roots, fingers and toes. You are more connected than you know. Awesome. Man, so much poetry in one night. Like, holy cow, what a value you guys are getting out of this performance. This is awesome. All right, let me read one more here within the like 40 plus comments on the Instagram. And again, if you're looking for more of them, go back and read that post on Mystic Spider-Man. Okay, cool. All right, this next one is by Lysergic Goddess. What are these intrusive thoughts that say, you're not good enough, creeping mind to spine? I can't believe it. We're all special, right? We are all destined for something great. Sometimes self-doubt creeps up like a snake, gently wriggling through great particles of thought. I can't be optimistic and positive all the time. Some days I feel bad, and that's okay. I'm letting myself feel. I'm letting myself feel. I believe in the good things coming. The signs are everywhere. Cool. Thank you, Lysergic Goddess. Very similar to the themes that we're kind of seeing across multiple poems, right? So you can kind of see, like, that one was kind of like similar to the one like Varun was talking about earlier about like self-worth and identification. And then we got a lot of them also related to just like higher conscious themes, you know, just see, like, for anybody listening to this, I really encourage you guys as an exercise, you know, for those of you who are really into spiritual practices or spiritual, you know, this information, this data that you're acquiring, see what happens when you try to write intentional conscious poetry. You know, let that kind of be a thing that you figure out what it is to you. But, you know, write about souls, write about infinity, write about dimensions, write about, you know, feelings, heart, connection, all of those things that you kind of think about when you think about like shifty ideas and stuff like that. Again, there's an unlimited amount of things that you can write about in ways that you can express. It's all, every poem can almost be thought of as a unique mandala, right? And there's an infinite amount of mandalas within this reality, right? You change like one thing and it holographically creates like a new pattern. So, all right. AE Juicy, I'm just reading your comment. Please read for me, Brendon. I've been driving for work this whole time. AE, did you post your comment somewhere? So, and we also have the poetry like within the actual Paradigm Shift team Discord. I keep forgetting to go back to that. And I know, yeah, even Josh also has his poetry in there as well. Josh, give me a thumbs up if you want to share another one of your poems before we wrap up the broadcast, if you would like to do that. And yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we'll do that. We'll let me just scroll up here. I just want to be able to. Ooh, man, there's some. Okay, I'm gonna read one more, and then we're gonna pass it just to Samina. This one is from Amanda, who is not the same Amanda, another Amanda who is part of the community, and yeah, I know she would appreciate having her poem shared. So, The Value of Pearl by Manders on our team Discord. Milky mercury, metallic orb deep inside, layer upon layer you created to protect you. For years it hurt you, this parasite it pains you. An ancient seed lies within your clamped oyster mouth. I know it hides in there, it grows stronger and stronger within. Comfort seems so distant. This has nothing to do with weakness. It's rare and wild occurrence, just the right circumstance. Most never know the chance. You are the vessel of iridescent genuine creation. It becomes you. I feel your rocky, jagged outer edges. When willing, open your hard, smooth fissure. Drop the rusty hinge of time. Nothing can hurt you more than this. Gently peel back the fleshy ruffled layers, reveal the soulful jewel this dirt has become. Let me look upon your pearl, release the gluey tongue that detains your art, eject this captivating, admirable mistake. Let your pearl out and art in. Awesome. Sweet. Thank you so much, Manders. And that one was dedicated, as her comment says, to Gemini artists and to Luna, who are, again, our other friends in the Team Discord chat. Cool. Okay, so let's keep moving along here. Samina, give me a thumbs up if you would like to go with another poem. Okay, perfect. Sweet. So let me just bring up the audio on that. All right, so Samina, getting ready to invite you back up onto stage. And if you got one poem, if you got a couple poems, that's totally cool. So Samina, welcome back up on stage. And when you are ready, you can go right ahead. So.
Okay, this one is called Divine Masculine. I haven't made a video for this one yet, so this will be my first time performing it live for everybody. So tell me how you like when I get done. Okay, Divine Masculine. Men are souls too. You would think that guys are these big, strong, aggressive freaks. And from a physical aspect, you are. You are a physical being with a spirit. On the outside, they tell you to be strong, big, strong, and tough. They tell you not to cry, but they don't know you for who you truly are. You are royalty. You are a king. They tell you what you look like, but they can't tell you who you are on the inside. Only God knows you for who you truly are because He created you. A woman is not able to tell you who you are. She can simply describe your physical features. To describe you, you are tall, big muscular arms, strong, long legs, huge feet, Adam's apple, wide chest, and other masculine features. But those do not describe your true identity. She can only enjoy your physical presence. They tell guys not to cry, don't be afraid, man up, play games with women, have more than one. Now I'm not sure who they are. I am here to let you know that you are a beautiful being. You're okay just the way you are, beloved. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sensitive. It's normal to have fears. It's not okay to play games with another human soul. You only end up playing yourself. You desire to have more. But why not wait because you can't even handle the little that you already got? You are a gentle spirit. The Omega. Males are some of the most gentle spirits I know. He is human too. He craves love and affection too. He needs to be needed and wants to be cherished wholeheartedly. I love every part of you because of who you are. It's not just the physical that I adore, but the spiritual. When a person dies and go on and say, it is the essence of that individual that you miss most. That person is not here in the physical realm, but their spirit is still here with us. When a person truly loves you, they will never truly leave you. Jesus said in Deuteronomy 31:6, he will never leave you nor forsake you, and also he has a plan for you, says the Lord. He said in John chapter 16:7, it's better for you that I leave. If I don't leave, the friend won't come. The friend is the Holy Spirit. He'll use the Holy Spirit to guide you and also use your loved one who has now transformed into an angel to watch over and protect you. So now, do you understand the significance of your spiritual nature in the physical world? The very essence of you is pure spirit, baby. Love yourself so that I can love you better. I already love you like crazy. Go within and discover your true nature. It has been something you have been avoiding. I know the universe has been nudging you for forever. Your true worth is in the kingdom. You are royalty, paid for with the blood of Jesus, who knew no sin, rich. You are divine and you deserve the best. It's always women who get told this, but men need to know the same. We all must elevate. No man left behind. You are special. You are my counterpart. We are one. We are both spiritual beings having a human experience. We are only different because of our physical features. We are attracted to one another due to us having features that the other does not have. Let's focus our energy on what we have in common. That's the best way for us to come together, to connect. We both laugh, play, have loads of fun, love, uplift, sing, dance, rap, enjoy art, cry, talk shit, eat food, cook meals, clean, work extremely hard, hustle even harder. We create. We are intuitive. We pray, believe, worship, sleep, shower, and etc. You and I are beautiful on the inside. That was deep.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you, Samina. You got some. I think you got some people tearing up in the YouTube live chat there, actually. So.
Whoa, I've never read that one I read it for my friends, but that's
nice.
it.
How'd that feel reading it?
I don't know. It felt kind of like, ooh, because I never really told the opposite sex how I really truly think about them. So it's kind of feels great to get it out.
Yeah, you can tell there's like a lot of honesty in that, which I think is beautiful, right? Like I wish, like I feel like that poem is something that like is kind of like for any man, if I'm not like if I like obviously like you're writing it for your own specific reasons, but like do you feel like that would be something where like you're kind of like writing to the collective masculinity as well?
Oh yeah, that's for just the divine masculine all
the
over.
full divine masculine.
Exactly, but it's not like toward anyone specific, but that's just how I feel. But just divine masculine.
Which is coming from the perception of the divine feminine as well. So like everything that you're saying in there's like an unwritten, unspoken other side to that poem where it's like coming through the eyes of the divine feminine. So that's really powerful, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like I said in my poem, like women are always praised. Like we always get told how much, you know what I'm saying? Like how much we are loved and stuff like that. But it's like we never really get a chance to tell men how much they are loved and adored.
Yeah.
So I had to write one for the divine masculine.
That's awesome. That was beautiful. And I think that really fits in with like a lot of the other themes that we were talking about tonight. And even Varun's, I'm thinking back to like Varun's poem as well earlier, you know, just like I think it's a really powerful practice for, you know, us as divine masculine to really, you know, practice creating our poetry. I feel poetry is a natural way for us to be able to, you know, get more in tune with like our emotional waters. And yeah, it's very important.
Yeah. So. Yes, that really had me diving deep.
Diving deep, I hear you. Sweet. All right. Well, Samia, do you got one more you were thinking about, or?
You want me to do one more?
Yeah, if you got one more, if you'd like to do. I mean, I wasn't sure if you did already have one more planned, but if you do, you're welcome to share it.
Yeah, I have like tons, literally.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll do one more for now, and then we'll pass it over to Josh, and then I think we'll just see where we are after that. So.
Okay, can we let Josh go first so I can pick one?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Totally cool. All right, so Josh, if you're cool with that, we'll give you a chance to step up. So, Josh, does that work with you, man?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. All right, well, Josh, you been already up on to the mic once before, so you know the routine. So, whenever you're ready, dude, go right ahead. Tell us a little about it, or you know, whatever you want to do.
Well, yeah, this poem here is actually a poem that my best friend wrote a couple months before he passed away, because we went on a little journey into my backyard, and we named some trees. I was actually on some psychedelics, but that's kind of beyond. It was more of a journey between friends, and when we came back, I was meditating, and he had such a great experience on this journey that he started writing it down, and I was pretty much feeling what he was writing. He said he couldn't even write the words fast, like quick enough. It took him so long to get this little poem out, and it has so much meaning to me. So I guess I'll just say the poem because it's awesome. As you walk limbo, you will be faced with a decision, a fork in the road. One direction leads you to where you need to be, the other brings you back to the start. Choose your path wisely, and the guardian will protect you. The tree of knowledge will guide you to the tree of hope, and hope is all we need to find the light. And it's actually really weird, because the day he passed away, he spent a lot of time with me, and maybe 20 minutes before, like there's a tree out there called the tree of knowledge, and then there's another tree that's further on called the tree of hope, and before that is like a guardian that sticks out in front of the tree of knowledge. And on our way back from visiting all these trees that day, tree of knowledge and the guardian, he falls to the ground onto his knees and stops breathing, and I don't think I've ever cried so hard in my whole life. But it was really cool that he kind of chose that place to go, I guess. And that's pretty much all I got.
It's very powerful, man. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
I love the idea of the tree of hope. I don't think I've ever like heard that particular phrase before. That's really beautiful, though. So.
No, and he actually like what he would always do when we went back there, he would hold on to this one branch that came down off the tree, and he said, all you got to do is, you know, is hold on to hope, and hope is all we need to find the light.
It's awesome, man. Well, thank you for. Oh, go ahead.
I have one more poem too, if
please do, man. I was just gonna say thank you for bringing your friend into this circle here. You know, that's I love that. It's very beautiful, dude. So.
Well, yeah, I was kind of trying to write down something that expresses how much love I have for him still, but I only got a few things down, and I also have like the whole story of the day that he passed away, but that could be saved for probably another time.
We will be doing broadcasts in the future, like specifically about like death and grieving and everything like that. So yeah, like I would love for, you know, that can be something we can get more into for that.
That'd be perfect. I have another poem that my other friend wrote about drinking and driving. So, and I think it's very powerful.
Okay, go for it.
It's called Remember. Remember the beer, remember the foam, remember the night you almost didn't make it home. Remember the sirens, remember the chase, remember the night you emptied your case. Remember the day your parents cried and cried, they couldn't believe one, so you shouldn't have died. Remember the casket and the men in white, remember the day that shot out the light. But you got in your car with liquor on your breath, and you turned the ignition and drove to your death. You want to survive, be real smart, and don't drink and drive.
Oh man, thank you.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of sad, but
hey, they're real, man. They're real. So
that's what goes on in life, you know.
Yeah.
After my buddy passed away, and he passed away in my arms too, so it was like it was really hard to deal with. Just about a week ago, I was wondering what was kind of building up inside of me. I felt like an emotional block was kind of hitting me. And then I read something about grieving and how you should just let it out. And like for half that day, I was just sobbing like a.
Yep.
I don't know what kind of a
like
metaphor.
A human.
Like a human.
Like a human does, you know.
That's right.
No shame in that.
That's right.
So no shame at all.
Sure. Thanks for letting me share that.
Thank you as well, Josh. Really appreciate that, man. So awesome. All right, so we got a few more things lined up before before the end of the broadcast. Like I said, we're in the last stretch now, so we got less than 20 minutes. We're gonna stick to our schedule of keeping this wrapped up by 12:30 our time. It's 12:12 right now, and want to move over to another poem that Varun specifically wants me to read because I think they have to leave soon. And again, you know, just for everyone who's like tuned into this, and if you guys are like, you know, you're just like, oh, I love what this person's poetry was, and you're looking to connect with them, one of the easiest ways to connect is to like join the team Discord chat, and you can either just be like, hey, I'm looking for such and such, and then someone else there will be able to tag you, or I'll be able to tell you who that person was, and then you can connect through that way as well. But again, encouraging you guys to share your links into the YouTube chats as well. So all right, here's one from Varun, and then I think AE messaged me through. Okay, cool. All right, okay, AE, I got yours as well, man. All right, so here's another one from Varun, and let me just make sure it's all good. All right, cool. Let's get into another one here. And again, I haven't read this yet. The all that is all a manifestation of the infinite. Love that is the source of everything, so all is perfection, perfect freedom, perfect experience, perfect suffering, perfect joy. It is the mind that states that this person or experience right now is good or bad, pure or evil, heaven or hell, divine or blasphemy, correct or incorrect, the correct path, the wrong path, the path or the pathless path, love and that which is not, and the way and the wrong way. None of these ideas have anything to do with life, freedom, or the nature of reality. All is as it is. The perfection is inherent in the infinite freedom that we have given ourselves and that we are experiencing through the multiplicity and fractalized nature of all of manifest reality, all being and manifestation of source, all one experience through the illusionary lens of many. Thank you, Varun. Awesome. Varun, I love the heart that you put into your work. Much appreciated, brother. All right. All right, so I'm going to read AE's poem, who goes by 369 One Reality, Two Minds on Instagram. And okay, so I'm literally reading his message. He says, "Hey brother, I tagged you in a post. The second part below, the quote from Kant's, the poem has no title and is open for interpretation." So I'm going to read what AE sent me, and then after that, I'm going to read one more from the Instagram, and then we're going to check back in with Sabina. I also want to be able to check in Omega. If there's something you want to do up on the mic, we can... Omega, give me a thumbs up if you got something you want to do on the mic. If you got something you would like to share, like something. Okay, cool. All right, so here's or maybe we'll do Omega first, then Sabina. We'll let you guys decide. Okay, so here's the poem from AE. Excuse me. We are free as co-creators a natural person, not one of your transhumanism projects for you to control, manipulate, to divide, segregate, and confine. That's your reality. That's your reality, you up there and us down here. You can't fool us anymore. Too many have made it through the door. We know you're connected to us. So it is us versus you. What the fuck is that? Are you ready for the wake-up call? The things we want so bad the others have is the reason others have. We don't take action. I'm taking action. Give it up, stop wanting, and start being. And we are beings, just be. We don't know ourselves truly, not until we transmute this state of mind and meet ourselves to wake up and realize your God infinitely connected as a fractal of space and time. Anything is possible, just believe. It's magic. We are magic. Why have we suppressed ourselves to the point that we don't even know ourselves? Makes you tight in the chest, maybe sick. Because your life might be a lie, a game of the best to play yourself. Oh, and this is the last part. I guess this is the last part. Yeah, okay, and it keeps going. There's in 2 messages. Because your life might be a lie, a game of the best to play yourself. Take a rest. This is a game, and it's been going on since. Be your soul. That's who we really are, eternal beings having the human experience. So don't turn this into a bad trip. We love Earth, so stop being a tit. It's the only poem I've ever read that's literally ended with the phrase, stop being a tit. Bonus points for you, AE, on that one. So, AE, thank you so much. Much appreciated. All right, let me just reread. Let me read one more from the Instagram, and then we might read a couple more before the end of the broadcast, so we still got some time. Again, there's literally 40 different poems in the posts on the Instagram, so go check it out if you're looking for more poetry and inspiration. This is awesome. I love this broadcast, guys. We're getting so many, just expressions of source all in one broadcast. So next poem on my Instagram is from Diana Brugman. And here we go. Are you going to keep dreaming day and night, or are you going to start and fight. Go get your best life yet. Make it one no one will forget. From dusk till dawn, keep it up. Keep it moving, never stop. Don't let doubt get in the way. It won't happen overnight, but that's okay. Let's all be the best we can. Show our lights for the whole world to see. Let's all be the best. Oh, that's why. Let's all be the best we can be. Show our lights for the whole world to see. There. So it rhymes at the end. That's from DB, Diana Brugman. Cool. All right. I'm going to read one more. It's a quick one. This is from Tree Reiki, The Lucky Ones. Death be the lucky ones, bittersweet, for eyes have never seen what I have seen. Pool of joy, quiet places, friendly faces, euphoric gleam. Death be the lucky ones. In flesh we weep, in flesh we grieve. We want, we use, ungrateful, selfish beings. Death be the lucky ones. In light we see. Awesome, awesome. Cool. Just reading the comments. The stop being a twit thing is getting a lot of thumbs up in the chat. So that was from Tree Reiki. So thank you, Tree Reiki. Awesome. All right, let's keep moving along. We got a couple more minutes left here before they kick us out of this place. What? No, we could stay all night. We just gotta go to bed. All right, checking in. Omega, I'm gonna bring up your microphone and just check in with you if you would like to take the stage and share anything. Omega, would you like to?
Sure.
Yeah, would you like to go up on stage and share what you would like to share?
Yeah, I actually just wrote like a little quick quote.
Cool.
Actually.
Cool, man.
And it's actually, then after that, I got like just one song I'll play. It's just a beat. Nothing crazy, but I'll see what happens.
Sounds good. All right, man. It's all you. Go for it.
All right. The quote is, okay. It said, I'm coming for you so that you can remember you, so that we can remember us, universes. The you versus yourself versus us. I'm coming for you. That's basically it. This is actually a segue to my brand, Universes. And it's basically me coming for everybody's head. But it's figuratively. It's about the parts that don't mean, you know, the parts that we haven't really dealt with, the parts that we sifted away. I'm good at dealing with darkness. You know, everything that it doesn't get dealt with. That's what I deal with. So I figured I'll just throw that out there.
Cool, man. I dig it. I dig it. Sweet, dude. All right. And you're going to set us up for one of your tracks?
Nothing crazy, but like, hey, I don't really care anymore.
Cool. All right, we'll play it for a bit. Let's hear it. And if you want to like talk over it or anything, by all means, man.
All right, well that's pretty much it. It just runs out to there, but like nothing crazy.
Even still, man, like that's like poetry in itself, man. There's rhythm and spirit to it, so it's
Thank
cool.
you.
It's cool. Like just like listening to that can kind of like get you in the mood for like feeling like, you know, like empowered and stuff. So yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I know like people listening to that, like obviously the sound quality wouldn't have been the best, but you know, stay tuned and you'll get the high def version eventually. So yeah,
True,
yeah.
true. I'm on the way.
It's on the way.
I
It's on the way.
appreciate it. I appreciate everybody.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing, man. Is that all for now? You ready to step off the mic for now?
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just here to spread energy.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you being here. Sweet. All right, so we'll check back in, and like I said, we'll pass it over to Samina. So I know Samina had another poem, and then there's a couple more poems within our Discord poetry chat that I want to be able to share. And then after that, I think we're pretty much ready to wrap it up, and we'll just do some closing notes, and yeah, invite you guys back for another broadcast. So Samina, are you ready to share another poem? Thumbs up if you are. Yes? Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, so Samina, just bringing up the audio for you. So Samina, welcome back on stage, and when you're ready, you can go right ahead.
Okay, I wanted to just touch on what Josh was saying about one of his friends getting killed. One of my friends got killed too. He got shot and killed. So I wrote a poem for him. It's called Caravan of Love. I heard the song on the radio or on YouTube or something like that called Caravan of Love. So I just titled my poem that, and then I just wrote from there. So here it goes. Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love. Everybody take a stand. Are you ready for the time of your life? Gun violence seems to be the issue in our society. For every circumstance, there is a solution that involves all of mankind coming together in the name of love. We have all been impacted in some way by a senseless murder of a friend or a relative. I'm not going to talk about the gunplay because if I don't give it too much attention, then it will cease to exist. However, I choose to focus all of my attention on the individual whom I miss. I choose to shift my energy on my loved one because I remember the joy that each person brought into my life. I enjoy their positive energy. It comes back to me tenfold. It covers and protects me, but nevertheless, I've been affected. My friend was murdered and he was a great person. His life was cut short, so I stand in love for him. R.I.P. Joseph McClendon.
Awesome.
That's it.
Thank you for sharing that. That's
You're welcome.
how does that feel for you, like sharing that?
It makes me feel happy to share it to Josh because he just like recently talked about his experiences with losing his friend. So I wanted to, relate my story and my situation to him and to others who are also listening. So it makes me feel good to extend my love and my experiences to someone else.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And again, like death is such a complicated thing, but it's beautiful to see how we as community are there to support each other in the times where trouble does arise. So like the death of any person at any point can often result in like a huge ripple effect of like further compassion within a lot of people who might have known that person. So I kind of always say that when it comes to death, it's a simple phrase of the idea that like their spirit or their life lives on through the love that we share. Is kind of a simple way that I like to put it, so like all the love that we share, we're like doing it with like them in the back of our mind, and they're still with us. So thank you, Samina, for sharing that love. So that caravan of love. So it's a lot of love. It's a whole caravan. That's awesome. Cool. Well,
yeah.
Samina, is there anything else you would like to share? Another poem before we wrap up the broadcast?
No.
That's all for now.
I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up with that one. Like I have tons, but I think I'm
yeah.
sure.
Well, I
Enough.
appreciate you sharing what you've shared. It's really
Thank
beautiful.
you.
So awesome.
Next time I'll share more.
Awesome, sweet. Yeah. We'll do this. We'll do this again sometime. So unlimited poetry coming your way. Sweet.
Yes.
All right. So thank you again, Samina. And again, for people looking to connect with Samina, Samina Beautiful on YouTube, Samina Beautiful on YouTube. And yeah, be sure to support, subscribe, and check out more of what she's got online. So cool. All right, so let me just read a couple more here, and then we'll just pass the microphone around one more time to just give you guys a chance to express any gratitude, any closing thoughts, and then we'll call it a night, and we'll wrap up the broadcast from there. So I just want to read. This is one from our friend Justin Love, who is again in our team Discord chat, and they specifically requested to read this one on the broadcast. And then I think I'll read maybe a couple more off the Instagram, and then I'll read one more of my own, and then we'll call it there. We'll call it a night. So this is from Justin Love. And I haven't read this one. I like my women's soul like I like my Gemini in the sun, so fine and wide, but femmes be drawlin' like Jekyll and Hyde. That's the type of smack that leaves ninjas mystified. The story is backwards, mixed up like patchwork, so let me blow your mind. We all choose a side. Hyde created Jekyll so that Jekyll would realize that the beast isn't within, it's on the outside. That 666 body, it ain't even alive. We just dead dirt, which is hurt feelings. 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons make up the human being. Yes, it's true we all died, so wake up and realize you're the spirit within. Time to glow from that inside. Don't hide, but come and arise on a fantastic journey to the depths of the mind. Christ conscious oil is ascending in real time. Whoop, I drop some dimes, look up and see the stars shine in a line, girly bending over while she takes it from behind. Sit back, relax, and open your mind. You got to manifest. It's your time to shine. You are the light, so shine bright, and even the darkness high fives through the night. Yeah, that's right, my poem is tight, and that's only because we're all made of pure light. We're all one Hun, the Father and Son, the Spirit and the breath, the one and only one. We are all connected, not meant to be separate. Love is death to flesh. Yeah, that's real shit. Wake up and remember, because this is it. Too many sitting and back and watching Netflix, hanging with your loved one. That's the best kind of fun. I like my women's soul like I like my Gemini in the sun. Thank you, Justin. That was awesome, man. Thank you so much. I hope he gets a chance. I'll let him know that we read it on air, and he can read that in the future. And I'll just read one more. This is in our team Discord chat as well by Gemini Artist, who was actually in the broadcast a little bit earlier. So this is a short one. Who am I? I feel trapped inside. I'm the one who gets walked on. I don't know what to do. I have no name. I have no face. When darkness comes, I hide in shame. No one hears my whimpering cries. Without you, I think I would die. I just cling to you. No, just now, just let me go. Since the day I was born, I've mastered your every move. God, how I wish to be in your shoes. So that's a very heartfelt poem there. So thank you, Gemini Artist, for sharing. And let me just double check. We already read Mander's poem, and I think there was a couple more poems there, but we won't be able to get to all those just yet, and that's okay. So okay, here's another short one from Justin. I play my energies like a game of chess. When I shift, I don't stress. I move my queen with finesse. All life is just a test to see who can handle the stress that's required to elevate the rest. Get your focus on. It's time to manifest. Heaven on earth. It's time for a new birth. So open up your mind, kid. Raise the free hug sign, kid. Gotta open up your eyelid to awaken your mind. Let your light shine. Release the hate. Sit back and smile because I got checkmate. Mic drop. That's good. I like how he put in the free hugs reference in there. So that's funny. Awesome. Okay, I'm just posting the link for the team Discord into the chat for Samina and anybody else. Paradigm Shift Chat. So it's tinyurl.com/paradigm shift chat. Just add in the period between the URL and .com, just because otherwise YouTube blocks it. So, all right, let's check in with a couple more poems on the Instagram. And again, encouraging you guys to go back and read some of the more of these, because there's a lot more that we won't even get to in this broadcast. And thank you again, everyone, for your contributions. This one's by Just Steve Matos. Mother Gaia, she is like your caring and kind mother, or your affectionate granny, even your sweet little sister. All she wants is to be loved. So please love her. Recycle, use the least amount of plastic, don't litter, stop polluting the ozone with toxic chemicals and electromagnetic waves. Realize animal agriculture leads the most in global warming. Thank her for your gifts she bestows. Ask her for permission to use her plants and land. Love her creatures. Thank her when she willingly offers her gifts, even after we have abused her. The more gratitude we give, the more we will receive. Do this genuinely. Awesome. Thank you to Just Steve Matos for that one. Again, guys, like all these poems we're doing are just like got like potent conscious themes in them, you know, like every single one of them, there's a message. So you might want to go back and listen to this broadcast twice. Who knows? All right, reading a few more here. This one's from LaQuest, likewise. And like I said, I'll just read a few more. I'll read one more of my own and then we'll wrap it up. Insomniactive. Cornered like a seam in the wall, closing only for cobwebs and the dust that will fall, gathering of the masses in a miniature form. How can trust be favored between the will and the soul? Letting go, by Lou Quest, likewise. Awesome. All right, let's see. You got a couple more here. Okay, this one's by Current Human Self. The monkey mind. The monkey mind, the chatter, the analytical, the guilt, shame, fear. This part of me is not evil. It is not something to defeat. It is me asking to be loved, to be nurtured and held, to be reminded that I am safe. I am light. I am loved beyond circumstance. I do not fear the ego. I do not fight my mind. I love it all. I embrace my true nature as a whole being. I accept duality. I find harmony. I am a conqueror, uniting myself in divinity. Awesome. That was by current human self. All right, let's see. Yeah, honestly, like a part of me just wants to keep reading these all night, guys. But like I said, there's quite a few. Actually, how many do we got here? Maybe could I read some of them? I don't know. I almost could read all these. There's not too many left. Actually, I think yeah, let's just do that. I'm just gonna, maybe I'll read all these. There's at least maybe 10 left, so maybe I won't. Next one by Bella Amina. This one's from 2015 that she wrote. Haha, I am not a poet at all. All right. Crown chakra open, shining bright. Third eye spins at the speed of light. Throat chakra is clear, clean, no debris. I speak my truth. I am free. Heart chakra open. This comes first, realizing the connection of the omniverse. Solar plexus shining bright as the sun, giving the will of life to those who have none. Sacral chakra is a creative as the name. Remember, beloved, this is from which you came. Root chakra does just as it's named. Keep me grounded to Mother Earth, safe and without shame. And so it is, by Christina Michelle, aka Bellamina. Awesome. Man, I love these common themes that we're seeing all throughout this. You know, again, just the idea of just shifting out of shame and into empowerment. Such a relatable story to see that show up in our poems. All right, this one's by Maybe This Will Help You, which is actually my friend who yeah, I'm happy to be able to see him submit his there. So awesome. Thank you, Oz, for submitting this. All right, this one's a short one. Friendly chips slide your direction. Now having to practice deflection. Balance means correction. Unfriendly, untimely detection. Drop half the loot and run. Leave the other for the people of the slum. I dig it. I dig it. Kind of like helping people out in that one. Okay, here's another one by Oz, my friend. 2 ducks in love, no fucks, nice people, free stewards, just watch, foul friendship, natural death. I dig it. Time of ducks falling in love. All right, let me just see how many more I got here. I could almost read these all. Okay, I'm gonna read this one more, and then I think there's even more that I don't even see right now. But we'll again invite you guys to read those online at your own pace, and then we'll wrap this up. This one's by Questions Lead to Solutions. Raise your frequency when there is nothing left to do. Animate your soul once more like coming home. Provoke your spirit to rise from within. Practice compassion sincerely every day. Embody empathy when you listen. Open your heart to everyone you meet. Increase your perception of the unknown. Become infinite like the universe. Realize your power and never forget it. Believe in yourself above all. Breathe in love with truth. Focus your energy with your mind. Expand your awareness globally. Expand your understanding of the value of life. Deconstruct your thoughts and their meanings. Activate planetary consciousness within. Become the light with visualizations. Change your mind anytime. Expect abundance to come naturally. Achieve higher ascension in your soul. Learn until it all makes sense. Then forget it all and just create. Bathe in the healing white light. Upgrade your DNA in colored light. Trust the light always. Plant seeds in people's hearts. Excite your higher self. Then go and teach others. Stir up selfishness from the root. See it into other dimensions with your mind's eye. Realize you already have everything you've already needed. Go beyond space and time in your silence. Speak with the angels that are always near you. Encourage each other to do better. See the good in everything because it is there. Believe in miracles and they will happen more. Create portals that can release all suffering. Actualize a purpose greater than yourself. Believe in your purpose until you achieve it. Find another purpose and do it again. Trust in your genius, even if no one told you to. Seek the greater good and never go wrong. Change the conversation when you speak. Help us restore balance to our planet and its misguided laws. Translate violence into nonviolence. Think differently than you're taught. Remain vigilant against injustice. Inspire your senses to the peak regularly. Live beyond all knowledge amassed by others. Only you know your own truth. Start movements and riots of the mind. Incite love and kindness wherever you go. Ignite peace on earth and make it last. Believe in magic again. Believe in humanity again. Believe in infinite possibilities again. Believe in a future worth dying for. Wow, very powerful. That was a good one. Questions lead to solutions. I mean, they've all been wonderful. I like that one. Again, just some like key phrases in there. No rhyme on that. Not much rhyme on that, but it's still very powerful with the ideas. So, okay, here's a very short one by Superhuman Michael. Hickory dickory dock, the gods are in the clock. Thanks, Superhuman Michael. Might have written that one on the spot, so... Okay, you know what? This is the last poem that I can see within the comments from what I've scrolled down. I think others have probably been added since... Oh, wait, actually, no, never mind. That one was Samina's. Never mind. So we did it. We read all of the ones that I can see. If I were to refresh, there might be a couple more. So I'm going to reread one. And I'm going to read... Justin, did you have a poem that you wanted me to read? Justin, I can see you in the live chat. If you wanted to like copy paste anything into the chat, please feel free if you were looking to get your stuff on air, because I know you were trying to earlier. Okay, so here's one I'm going to read. It's not a new one, but it's one that I like reading, and some of you have probably heard it before. This is called it's called upgrades.exe. And then after this, if Justin has one that we want to read as well, then we'll finish it up. Upgrades.exe. Biomechanical transdimensional. Cipher the data through the filters we call emotions. Each experience is but a sequence so that we may grow, so that we may know how to flow through this rhyme of time, through this rhythm of time, infinitely divine, a mirror of the mind. Do not fret when you do not get. What you want is not what you need. Understand this and you will see that freedom is within. Shit happens. It's how you react that determines what you win. Travel through the darkness because there is no fear. Light beckons from within, refracted through your tears. Prisms of beauty, a rainbow of the soul, a fractal of the spark, a reflection of the whole. We are so hard to please, yet so easy to amuse, never to be satisfied, always waiting for the news of what to think next, of how to feel now. But we must program ourselves to be the creator of thou. Always reaching, always seeking answers, reasons for why, yet seldom do we ask the bigger question, like, are these wings meant to fly? Of course they are. So upgrade your mind, upgrade your soul, spiral the double helix, take back control. Awesome. All right, so just checking in. Justin, did you have a poem that you wanted to? I'm just going to read. Justin's just saying, thank you to all who made this broadcast unique with words of inspirational, uplifting twine. The knots in humanity shall be united here in time. You are all such gorgeous souls. Thank you for the reminder that gorgeous souls are in plenty here on earth, and now the loneliness can stay away at bay with the ocean waves. The sands have taken back what I sought to give long ago. Feelings are great, but inwards is where they bind, so other energies may remain. Zenith. They say the world is round, and yet I often think it's square, that when we dare so little hurts we get, choose with many cares, from corners here and there, shadow is light dares, beware, we are, beware, but one great truth in life I've found is fate is found. I think that's it. Justin was like literally typing that one into the chat as we were reading it. So thank you, Justin, for submitting that. And yeah, let me just okay, I got one more poem here. One more. This one was posted onto Facebook, and this one's called 1111, A Global Awakening. And we literally just passed through the 1111 Stargate. We're passing through the 1111 Stargate all the time, guys. So all right, so last one, and then we're wrapping it up, and then we'll just go around the circle with gratitude, and then that's the end of the broadcast. 1111, A Global Awakening. This one was by Natasha Nanda. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. You see 1111 and you say, oh my. Wherever you go, it's following you. It's even on the expiry date of the glue. It shows up in the most unexpected ways. You really do see it every day. It appears on the TV and out of the blue. Wherever you look, it's in clear view. You wonder what 1111 could mean. What if I said it was your angelic team? It's trying to get your attention to help you with your ascension. They're here for a purpose that may make you feel nervous. Don't fight this process. Instead, let me shed some light. 1111 is a wake-up call, and it's sticking around for the long haul, and I promise it won't let you fall. If 1111 could talk, it would take you for a long walk, and this is how the conversation would go. Wake up, says 1111. Don't go back to sleep. 1111 is the trigger that's embedded in your subconscious real deep. You have a purpose. What is my purpose, you may ask? The answer to find this is: the real world is hidden under a mask. The veil is revealed. An illusion exists. We are living in a matrix, and 1111 equates to this: the Great Awakening. So rub your eyes and let the magic unfold. With 1111's power, it will guide and uphold. Pay attention to the signs that we send, and we remember that 1111 is your friend. With faith in our love that we give to you, there's always a reason we pop out of the blue. Wake up, says 1111. Don't go back to sleep. 1111 is the trigger that's embedded in your conscious real deep. And that's by Natasha Nanda. Sweet. Awesome. And yeah, I think that's pretty fitting considering the poem that we started off with was the wake up poem that I did. So this whole broadcast is just about encouraging us to be able to wake up. So Thank you again, everyone, so much for being here. This was fun. Again, part of me would love to just be able to do this every day, but it's nice to be able to space it out, and we will return, and we will have another open mic in the future. I don't know what the calendar schedule is, but stay tuned. Again, it will be on the next month with a 5-week, or if we feel we really want to fit it in early, we'll fit it in early as need be. But yeah, thank you again so much. Let's just go around the circle real quick and give people a chance to just express any gratitude and closing thoughts. Josh, give me a thumbs up if I can pass the mic to you, just to be able to give you a chance to say goodnight and everything. And good night, good morning, wherever people are. This is a timeless broadcast. So Josh, go ahead. You got your microphone up. So if you'd like to say any gratitude or closing thoughts, go right ahead, dude.
Yeah, I would definitely like to thank you and everyone in this chat, all the people that are, on the live chat, everything, because what you're doing here is an amazing thing, and this was really inspirational for me to want to create my own kind of poetry, because all these words that have been coming out through you and others here have kind of gone through my mind, but I've never really been able to get them out on paper. So it's really inspiring, and I'm really thankful for this, because this is my first time I've ever really been a part of anything like this, and the first time I ever saw you're going into that temple. I think it was on 11/11 that I saw it. It was just super amazing. I knew I had found people that were really on my level, and I'm really grateful to be a part of this as a whole. It's really an amazing thing. It's inspirational for me. So thank you. I love you all.
Awesome. Josh, thank you so much, man. Very heartfelt words. Very felt. So beautiful, man. Sweet. And yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to just continuing to co-create together as a team, so
yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be great. Sweet. All right, awesome. Thank you again, Josh. And Josh, please feel free to leave like your information in the YouTube chat if you want to jump over to YouTube and leave your your Instagram or anything else. But again, people can find you on the Discord channel as well. So
for sure. Thank you.
Perfect. And what's your name on the Discord, just so people can know if they wanted to find you on Discord?
Schwa Light, like SHUALIGHT.
Perfect. All right, so there we go. That makes it easy for people. Awesome. All right, thanks again, Josh. Cool. Yes. All right, just passing the microphone around. Omega, would you like to say any just closing thoughts, gratitude? If you would...
So I started writing after I believe Joshua and Seminia. I believe Samina.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, yeah, you guys had both had stories about like friends dying. So I made something a little opposite to balance. Something that I strongly believe in, more so experience with. So I just wrote a quote. It's pretty simple. I just wanted to end with that, for my thing. But basically it's my friends don't die. If you are kin, you are infinite. Because I remember that you still exist. We are many, but also immortal. So let's remember to keep playing. And it's, just a basic reminder.
I dig it, man. Going back to the game, right? Let's keep playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man. Awesome, dude.
That's pretty good. Pretty much it.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you again for being here, man. I appreciate you bringing your energy to the circle, as always. So, all right. So, Josh, you're good for that. We'll pass it over to Samina next. Perfect. All right. So, Samina, just passing over to you. So, again, any just like closing thoughts and gratitude that you would like to express, please feel free to do so. Go right ahead.
I'm totally honored and grateful. What better way to give thanks on Thanksgiving, where I get to share my innermost, deepest thoughts with so many different people from around the world who I don't know, but who I now know and who I now connected with. I'm excited. If there are any more opportunities for me to share my poem and for me to be a part of this type of poetry community, I would love to. I don't care if I have to stay up all night. I will stay up all night to listen to poetry. I love it that much. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube thingy. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. Chat room. Yeah, that. I appreciate the support and the love. You know, being down to earth is a big thing. I just appreciate it, and I'm glad that you all had me a part of this tonight. And do me a favor and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want to. My name is Samina Beautiful on everything, basically. And I'll follow you back.
Awesome. Sweet.
And that's it.
Awesome. Well, Samina, thank you again. It was a beautiful gift to have you here tonight. And again, I'm glad the synchronicity of it all connected us here together. So yeah, and Samina, we'll make sure that you get synced up with the Discord chat, and then again, you can share your videos and your stuff into the Discord chat, and people will be able to continue to get connected with what you're creating there. So.
Okay,
awesome.
cool.
Sweet.
Just make sure we're connected on everything.
Yes, on everything. So from Discord, that connects us like permanently, and then we can link into other stuff. So sweet. And did you figure out the Discord yet? I'm just double checking.
Yeah.
You already.
I got it now.
In there? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Sweet. All right. So with that said, thank you again, everyone, for being here. You know, just on behalf of like those of us who are listening to this in the future, for those of us who are here in the present, you know, just huge gratitude. And again, I think this is beautiful that this did sync up on Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving. Again, that wasn't really in my mind, because like here in Canada we have our Thanksgiving back in October, so it wasn't until like as it approached I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And the fact that it's the full moon, very heart opening, very, very much just like an opportunity for us to be able to reflect on gratitude, for us to really be thankful for what it is that we have here as family, as community, as tribe, as team, as a global team of shifters, people intentionally helping us shift consciousness, you know, a team of light guardians. And again, you know, being a shifter means speaking our heart, using our art to be able to help change the world by inspiring other people to do the same. So it's a beautiful thing. So with that said, I'm not going to bother refreshing the team Patreon, just because last time I did that, it usually crashes and stuff like that. If we got any donations, that's totally cool. And if we're, you know, again, just please feel free to check that out afterwards if you really value what it is that we're creating with the community and want to continue to help us support this and doing it even more and continue to help it grow. And again, just to give you guys an idea, as the Patreon continues to grow, like literally once it's up to the point where it's like, you know, 10,000 a month, which is what it will be in the future, those funds are going to be funds that will literally be able to like invest towards supporting each other in the community as artists. So like that's my position. Like as this project grows, I want to be in the position where like as a philanthropist, I'll be able to, you know, see people in the community who are working hard and who are sharing their art, and I want to be like, you know, like here's $1,000, focus on your art. You know, how beautiful would that be, right? So thank you again, everyone, for helping us manifest that, you know, one step at a time, but it's that reality already exists. And so if you really, really like the idea of that, then please feel free to check out the Patreon. Again, the donation is just $3 to $10 a month as a monthly micro donation. And if you ever need to put your donation on hold, that's totally cool. It's very flexible. And again, when you sign up, you also get your Light Guardian Crystal and your Shifter Booster Kit, which again, I didn't show at the beginning. Shift buttons, all of them consciousness evoking symbolism, and the website for Paradigm Shift Central is on the rim. So you wear these, you share these, you give them to people, you invite them to connect to the project, to get involved with these broadcasts, and to be a part of the community and the ongoing real world interactive game to help shift consciousness that we are playing right now. So with that said, I'll just remind you guys to tune in again for the global meditations that we do on Sundays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next broadcast that we would be doing next Thursday, which I believe is literally November 31st. No, wait, yeah, no, sorry, I apologize. I don't have the calendar in front of me. But anyways, the broadcast next Thursday, for those of you who are listening to this within that time frame, is going to be on a Paradigm Shift Destiny School, and that topic, the specific topic for that, is going to be on AI and future technologies. So we're wrapping that into the concept of really like thinking about where are we going and how can our media sort of prepare us for that future. How can we start getting ready for the future ahead? So we'll be talking about like AI learning tools, augmented reality, virtual reality. Maybe we'll go back into like technological dream augmentation. We'll talk about health. We'll talk about space travel. We'll talk about stargates. We'll see. You guys get to choose what you want to be able to bring to that. So again, do some research ahead of time. That's how Destiny School works. Join us in the Discord chat and yeah, be a part of that conversation, and we'll co-create another awesome inspirational broadcast. Other than that, that, I encourage you guys to continue to ripple these waves, connect with people in your community, have these conversations where you are, share your art, get involved with the team Discord chat, and as always, reminding you that you can even create the physical paradigm shift communities where you are as well. So yeah, and invite your friends, let them know that we got something really amazing going on here. And if you haven't already yet, be sure to follow me at Mystic Spider-Man on Instagram for daily inspirational posts. So thank you again, everyone. If you're listening to this in the future, drop some 1111s in the YouTube chat. Let us know that you tuned in. And also a reminder that you can find the MP3s at live.paradigmshiftcentral.com. Links are in the YouTube info, as well as Paradigm Shift Radio on iTunes. And that's all it is that we've got for this. So thank you again to all the participants for tonight's open mic. It was a beautiful experience. And I'll just unmute everyone in the chat, and I'll just bring up you guys' microphone as we just say goodnight to everyone who is tuned into this broadcast. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep it shifty, and we will see you in the future. So join me, everyone here, Josh, Samina, and Omega, and say goodnight to all the other shifters out there. So good night, everyone.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Good night, everybody.
See you in the
I love you
Discord
all.
chat. You guys are beautiful. Shine on. Peace
You're beautiful.
and wholeness.
Bye.
You're all beautiful.